This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Ahe Boadu TV yama munyina kwa bampa braso na ya transit na ya transit Kevin Taylor san kan ho bi mo assistant headmaster woni akwada no case no. In fact Kevin asema waka won mama me ho adwire me papa onso ti a uyembe twiri ho ba twiri ama uyema show.
Afternoon, one of our ghost team members released a picture of Ofori Atta on the streets of Washington D.C. and it's quite interesting that the OSP, he knows where Ofori Atta is. For some reason, I don't really trust the OSP that much. I see him to be somebody who is using his office to protect potential criminals. And when the OSP gets to know that somebody is going to be arrested, somebody has committed a bigger crime, the office of Abia Yoko, and I said the CID office will be going in for the person. What the special prosecutor does, and they say, he uses his office to shield those people by saying, I've arrested this person. And what he does is say, oh yes, the state security agencies are all not able to go in. And for some time now, must study the tactics of this special prosecutor. And he has been protecting potential criminals. And a typical example is when the special prosecutor made us believe that he knows where Ofori Atta is. He knows Ofori Atta is somebody who is hiding in the United States of America, and that he's in collaboration with the international security agencies, the FBI, all the agencies that can give him all the rights to bring Ofori Atta back to Ghana. For some reason, the special prosecutor's office, it has stayed away from the Ofori Atta matter. Ofori Atta is still walking on the streets of Washington, D.C., where I live. And in fact, this afternoon, one of the ghost team members located Ofori Atta on the streets of Washington. And this is Ofori Atta walking on Washington streets this afternoon. And this is disheartening. When you see a man who is wanted, he's wanted in Ghana, the special prosecutor makes us believe that this man is basically being monitored. He's going to be brought to Ghana to answer questions. He's being wanted for fraud. He's been wanted for criminal act conduct. He's been wanted for manipulating government documentations. He's been wanted for contract manipulation. This guy is wanted for everything. So the special prosecutor knows Ofori Atta where he lives. In fact, we know the hotel Ofori Atta lives in Washington, D.C. If the special prosecutor contacts me, I can take him to Ofori Atta's hotel. The special prosecutor knows where this man is. This is Ofori Atta walking on the streets of Washington, D.C. this afternoon. Ofori Atta is not sick. This is Ofori Atta and his wife. They have been taking stroll on the streets of Washington, D.C. In fact, let me see if I can get you the streets he was actually on this afternoon. He was on New Hampshire streets, northwest, 1200. And this is a street on in DC here. And we keep asking ourselves to say, the special prosecutor is playing with us. The special prosecutor is lying to Ghanaians. The special prosecutor deliberately is using his office to protect criminals who are supposed to come home, who are supposed to be brought back home to face the law. All that he does, the strategy the special prosecutor does is, who so be chrono, now also protecting the pana, no I call in, or say, I have open investigations, I have arrested this person, I have detained the person for a day, and then they will protect the person. A typical example is like Adom Otchere. The special prosecutor knows Adom Otchere is guilty of some crimes, corruption-related issues. But what he did was that he will bring Adom Otchere in, arrest him, and then the file will be kept at the special prosecutor's office. All that he does is, because he does not want the Attorney General to come in, he does not want Iyoko to come in, he does not want CID office to come in, what he does specifically or strategically, what he does is he goes in and says, I have an arrest warrant on this person and Machino. And the special prosecutor is the person protecting corrupt criminals in Ghana. And we all need to come to that realization, say, until the special prosecutor is questioned, his competence is questioned. The special prosecutor is working in Ghana like an Arabian king. He's enjoying everything. He has 2 offices. He's making a lot of money. He's paid. The amount of money that is pushed into his office is a lot. But this guy is not showing any work. And all that he's doing is he's lying to us by issuing fake arrests. When he brings criminals in, he uses that as a protective cover for criminals. So the other security agencies cannot go after such criminals. As we speak today, Ken Ofori Atta is walking on the streets of Washington, D.C. That is Ken Ofori Atta and his wife. So nobody should trust the OSP. For Ubusamia, maybe the trust I had in that guy is gone. The OSP is a liar to me because we have given him enough room, enough time for him to prove himself. The OSP is protecting criminals in Ghana. And I would like to tell the President of the Republic, Mr. President, the special prosecutor will make your government very unpopular. I am telling you, you have gotten everything right. Your government is doing everything right. When it comes to the economy, you are doing your job. Everybody is happy. When it comes to how you are managing the employment sector, everybody is happy. The fight against illegal mining, everybody is happy about the way you are fighting it. People are happy about the way your appointees are working. If your government is going to face problems, if the popularity of your government is going to go down, then it's because of people like the special prosecutor. The special prosecutor is not ready to fight corruption. The special prosecutor is protecting criminals. The special prosecutor's office needs to be scrapped. If it is not scrapped, then we need people or somebody who is more reliable and ready to work, irrespective of who has committed a crime. Because the man at the special prosecutor's office cannot be trusted as somebody who can basically execute his work to the fullest. We are seeing Ken Ofori Atta in Washington, D.C., walking and coming, walking on the streets of Washington, D.C. The special prosecutor has even refused to brief us on the action he took. Why Ken Ofori Atta hasn't been deported, hasn't been extradited. Why hasn't he been brought back to Ghana to face trial? What is so special about this guy? Himself and his wife, they told us he had a surgery. He cannot walk. He's bedridden. Ken Ofori Atta is sick. And then the special prosecutor, who is being fed by the taxpayer, the poor taxpayer, is sitting in luxurious cars, sitting in beautiful offices, taking huge sums of money as salary, and he's not delivering. So I believe, Mr. President, if you don't want your government to struggle, if you don't want this good government, this good governance, the popularity that these people, the people of Ghana, the kind of confidence they have in you, if you don't take action on this special prosecutor's office, this special prosecutor's office will be the poison in your drink. It will be the poison in your government. It is going to kill the popularity that goodwill Ghanaians have given your government. Mr. President, if you don't make changes, if you don't sit up when it comes to the special prosecutor's office, that office will collapse your government. It will make Ghanaians start revolting against your government. It will make Ghanaians angry with you. It will make Ghanaians not to see the good things you are doing. The special prosecutor's office will derail every positive thing you are putting in place. And I'm saying this from a good place. I'm saying this from a good place because I know the good heart you have and how you are willing to work, to leave a legacy, to make sure every living Ghanaian believes in Ghana again. The main reason why Ghanaians brought you into office was to come change the system, to come and reset the system. The special prosecutor is not helping. Ken Ofori Atta, the special prosecutor, is the one protecting Ken Ofori Atta to stay in America. Nobody can convince me that it isn't the special prosecutor who is protecting Ken Ofori Atta. The special prosecutor is making you believe or making you think that, oh, it is the FBI that is stolen. They are lying. The special prosecutor's office, they are lying. The JB, that special prosecutor, is lying. It is not the FBI that is stalling on bringing Ken Ofori Atta back home. It is the special prosecutor who is failing to take action. It is deliberate. It is the special prosecutor who has deliberately decided not to take action. He is protecting Ken Ofori Atta. He is protecting majority of the people. He comes out quickly to say that, you know something, I've arrested them. I'm telling you, the special prosecutor is lying. Recently, I heard them say that, oh, it is not their fault and that it is the FBI. The FBI is not stalling this process. Ken Ofori Atta is in America. He is walking on the streets of the United States. He looks like a homeless guy. Look at him. This guy is in Ghana wearing white shirt, white boxers, white shoe, white bracelet. You see, he looks like a homeless person in America. And with all due respect, he's not dressed badly, to be very honest with you. And this is how reasonable people dress in the United States of America. You need to have a simple jacket, you have your pants, your easy sneakers, you walk, you are good. It's basically, we are close to 4. We are through 4 now. So he's decently dressed. But this is a guy we hailed in Ghana. People could not even go close to. Ken Ofori Atta and his wife, you could not even walk close to them in Ghana. But this is the United States, the streets. And I can show the special prosecutor the hotel Ken Ofori Atta is Ken Ofori Atta can leave his hotel tonight. I can still show you where he's going next. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we doing this to ourselves as Ghanaians? Why are we doing this to ourselves as a people? Why are we making these group of people, these people? And I don't blame anyone. I blame the president. I blame this government. The special prosecutor needs to be sacked. Mr. President, I blame you on this. I know you just arrived from the United States. For all you know, you have not even gotten to the house. But I can tell you on authority, we are blaming you on this. Because if Ken Ofori Atta is still in America and you still have somebody you have assigned to make sure Ken Ofori Atta is brought back home to face the law, then it means you, Mr. President, you are the one to be blamed. The OSP needs to be sacked. If the OSP still stays in that office, it means that, Mr. President, you are not ready to help us fight the corruption that you were campaigning on. You campaigned against corruption. You told us that when we give you the opportunity, people like Ken Ofori Atta, who have gone against the law, who have abused the system, who have stolen from we Ghanaians, such people at the end of the day will face the law. Now we know he's on the Interpol list. So Ken Ofori Atta is a wanted man. Why is the OSP not initiating arrest in America? Why? He cannot tell us that the FBI is stolen. It is not the responsibility of the FBI to arrest Ken Ofori Atta. It is the responsibility of Interpol. And it is the effort the OSP office puts in to get Ken Ofori Atta arrested. The international police is there. They are there for tip-offs. The international police are there. They are there for you, the person, the country that made that complaint, to also help in investigations. And so many times, we have told the special prosecutor where Ken Ofori Atta is living in America here. So many times, the special prosecutor knows Ken Ofori Atta's wife has been going in and out of Ghana. They know where she lives with the husband in America. But the OSP, in collaboration with his partners who don't want to fight corruption, he is deliberately acting as if he does not know where Ken Ofori Atta is. You cannot blame the FBI. The FBI has a lot on its desk to deal with. So when the special prosecutor's office comes out and tells you that, oh, it is the FBI that is stalling, the special prosecutor is crazy. The special prosecutor is corrupt. The reason why we cannot move ahead with all these corrupt cases that we have lined up, the Attorney General is trying to prosecute, is because Ken Ofori Atta is basically the center bolt. He is basically, he has taken the center, he is in the center of every case. So until we get Ken Ofori Atta, you will still have these fools in Ghana saying that they are not supposed to be prosecuted. They are not supposed to be prosecuted. Ken Ofori Atta was the one who had the money box. From Edubuahin to Chairman to me, to the last person who is going to be prosecuted, Ken Ofori Atta is the center bolt. He is the one who spread the monies around. He is the one who received every single documentation and signed it off. You know where Ken Ofori Atta is. That is the reason why the Attorney General is stuck. The Attorney General, majority of the cases we are dealing with in Ghana, and I'm not cutting a slack for the Attorney General. He also needs to work hard. I'm not cutting slack for him. He needs to do his job. Honestly, he sits in Ghana and he thinks everything should be grocery and nice. No. The Attorney General too should understand he needs to pull his weight. But majority of the reasons in Tia and to me, cases bebrebe to me because it is because Ofori Atta he is the middle of everything. The NPP, they know, all the criminals in the NPP, they know that say Ofori Atta the NPP Ekufuado jail. They know. Say Ofori Atta today, if he's arrested, Nana Addo Dankwa Ekufuado Bawumia, they will all end up in jail. That is why the special prosecutor is protecting Ofori Atta. You can't tell me the FBI is the one stalling. FBI, they have a lot of work to do. Ghana's finance minister is not their priority. If the FBI, if Ofori Atta was FBI's priority, and come to Ghana, so you, as the special prosecutor's office, you have all the you have the right to contact to be working on this case with Interpol day in, day out. At this point, you should have investigators on the ground giving you information about where he goes, where he sleeps, for the Interpol to go in. But all that you do is you have two offices, one private office, another office where you are doing business. And then when criminals are detected, like Paul Adom Otchere, who is a potential criminal, you bring him in, you put him in there one day, and then you tell him to go home. Keep his file so that Yoko cannot come for the file, CID office cannot come for the file, the necessary agencies cannot come, so that you protect the criminals. And this is what has been going on for years. So, Mr. President, it is good you landed in Ghana today. It is good you are in Ghana. If your government is going to have that pressure, it's going to come from you failing to sack the OSP. It's from you failing to make sure the special prosecutor's office is effective. You basically appointed a special prosecutor. You have every right to let him know his competence is below the standard you are expecting. You have the right to tell him he has not lived up to expectation. You have the right to tell him that the people don't have any confidence in him and that he needs to leave that office. This is not about being nice. This is about protecting your government, your integrity, and protecting the democracy of this nation. And this is all about protecting the promises that you basically promised Ghanaians. So, Mr. President, you need to put your foot down. The comedy happening at the OSP's office is too much. Ofori Atta is living here with me in Washington, D.C. It is quite embarrassing. It is disheartening when you see people like Ofori Atta walking, sitting in restaurants. The last time we showed a video of Ofori Atta sitting in a restaurant. Today he's walking on the street of New York, of DC. The special prosecutor's office has a budget. You allocated about 140 million to that office, the special prosecutor's office. The last budget that was read, the special prosecutor's office, you gave that office 140 million Ghana cedis. And then all the year, what is that clown doing in that office? That joke of a lawyer, what is he doing there? He has not been able to prosecute one person. Every day he's lamenting. Every day it's like he's a victim. Every day he's the baby. Every day we cannot talk about him. He's somebody, he feels like he's untouchable. He feels that he's even bigger than the president. He needs all the protection in Ghana. We have given him the office. He has a side office. He's cutting dues. This man has to be sacked and investigated. We cannot hand over 140 million. How many people work in the special prosecutor's office? Before you get to his office, the main entrance, you have a military man standing there. Before you enter the office, you have a military man there. Upstairs, you have a military man there. This man works with about 6 military men. Are we crazy? Who the fuck is the special prosecutor? Who the hell is this guy that we always have to give him all this money, 140 million, and he cannot show for it? Nothing. This guy cannot produce anything that he has done. So, Mr. President, I am not going to stop speaking on this matter. I am not. The special prosecutor has to go because say in Sebetumaka Ofori Atta special prosecutor no. Or the Yoko should step in and take over the case from the special prosecutor. Or Yoko Mr. President, or Yoko should take this matter from the special prosecutor. Because the ECOS, it is nonsense. It doesn't make sense, Mr. President. 140 million Ghana cedis. And the Atamama Akwawi. And all the nice restaurants. Or they fly outside the country, enjoying himself. There's nothing on the table to show. We cannot be feeding people who went to law school and could not make anything out of their law, come sit on our necks and pretend as if say we have to worship them. No. You see me, it's taking me a long time to speak on the special prosecutor. It's taking me a long time. The reason why I decided not to speak on the special prosecutor when John Mahama took office was because I wanted to give him time. But I'm beginning to analyze him. Me analyzing kakra, but my bedroom point where we said the man is basically the problem. He is the one on the best stumbling block, on the stopping Ghana from fighting corruption, the special prosecutor. And the strategy you're using is simple. Onyala ise ababechi MPP nibi. Onyala ise obi wa MPP abaimo anu abokro no a e say diko efiase na wakọ I have an arrest warrant. Or the department officer, no, we're keeping it 3 days, 4 days, or say I have given you room to go home. I will follow up the case. That's it. Mustafa Hamid, the same thing. Paul Adom Otchere, the same thing. Ofori Atta, the same thing. It can go. Charles Bissiu, this is what the special prosecutor has been doing. Are we not seeing it? Can't we see the special prosecutor is using this office as a protective, and I say a protection for criminals? And can't we see it? The guy is using the office to make money. He is making millions of money because at the end of the day, they be arrested. Ultimate prosecutor, ultimate jail. Why are you in that office? What was the reason for arresting? So, Mr. President, sack the special prosecutor. I will speak on this every single day. Mr. President, Ghana for the people still love you. The people are very happy about the way you are governing this country. They believe in the policies, your leadership. They believe you and your vice president. In fact, they believe in you. At a point, they want you to even have extra 8 years more. It means special prosecutor where nobody can trust. Yeah? So because special prosecutor, the dossier, the information I have. The information I have on a special prosecutor, let me see this. Some of the information I have, on special prosecutor, send me be file natural when I open the file to you, neighbor. And you see, for some reason, Mashada Yedi me can't special prosecutor some. The normal special prosecutor way he needs to end up in jail himself. There are cars, they are special prosecutor. To me, the car ko obi car mu no masaje car no or seize car no. Special prosecutor. Or not to me drive it carelessly. Now or they are bought obi car mu. Or the boy obi car mu now wasa ayeden wasa arrested the panaje car no. Tomorrow I will do a special expose on a special prosecutor. All right, my team, they are telling me to do the special prosecutor piece tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will deal with the special prosecutor. You see the kind of person he is. Now, so, finally, Mame Fanchiramo Ansana, I move on to the next thing. This is Ofori Atta and his wife. Omunam Washington, D.C. streets. So, Mama Mobia Meka just said Ofori Atta is sick. No, special prosecutor knows. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let anyone lie to you. This is Ofori Atta. He's working in Washington, D.C. He's fit. Don't get it twisted. That is his wife. That is Ofori Atta and his wife. They are in D.C. with me. All right. Now, we're discussing issue about an assistant headmaster. Sebio na yenyina ehu video nensa also saw some underage girl or share uniform social media so, and we played that video. Besides, I'm sorry, I think I took it's not on the system. If you can send it to me, your boss video no, and I spoke on it. I said it is despicable. An assistant headmaster, there is no excuse. It does not matter. It does not matter whether what or what. Assistant headmaster in your office, now a student in her uniform, a senior high school student, it does not matter the excuse you give. So we are rational, we are Ghanaian now. it should be condemned outright. It should be condemned. And he said, we are not even supposed to even sit and try to have an argument and make sense out of it. This is an assistant headmaster. Yedin kwara akoshe ne nsa. Omiemia kwara nufu ewo ne office. The man was basically molesting. And the heartbreaking part is how many of these young girls and as assistant headmaster we one molested omo in his office, all because maybe enkorano omo hiya bibi, maybe enkorano they don't even know how to say no. And if even so akorano ejina ho sria, it does not tell you, it does not confirm say akorano krapono ne ni gide ekono. There are so many girls among for a use omo abroche as sex slaves, but you never see them crying. There are so many of them in Europe, in America. In from free other countries as well. They are using them in America, in Asia, in Europe as sex slaves. You never see them cry on camera. You never see them do anything to show, say, they are hurt. They don't like what they are doing. Those girls you go to nightclubs, strip clubs, that is not what they want. At that moment, they are doing this because ebia wanya on to mean survive. Ebia wanya, ebia on didi. Inti don't take say so one video say na abayo na ewo na osrea. Don't watch this and say oh abayo. Now I saw a video today. Now Papa Penyini be to TV so trying to justify what this old man has done. And I watched the video and I'm saying no, there's a problem in Ghana. You see, as a parent, as a dad, as a mother, look at the man's age, look at the man's position, look at the girl's age. There's nothing that you can say to justify the man's actions. Now, man waiting at TV, so let's go listen to this man.
So we share video in a year.
Okay.
Sincerely, the man was not forcing the young girl.
Wow, forcing
The old man and the young man,
a young lady.
Young lady agreed to do.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Adom TV. We're hosting out to some fake accent to be and they say Jesus Christ. Now consent age na age age ben also drew ultimate agree that I am a high school student and that I can go into the office of my assistant headmaster for him to be molesting me. Age ben that these people. And these people, every day they are sitting on our TVs. You see me papa wejina TV soka. Ohun bibi boni biya video na ehun enim. Ohun akwara no ene akokora no say omo nyina omo adwena ko bankurom. And in this case, he is defending the actions of the man. In this case, we have a man sit on national television. And I hate to say this, I don't think that this man would have made this same statement senka video na eko around no anka onwa niye mu ba ordina koto SS anka TV so kasa say ya obi sending this video to watch her. I don't think this guy would have used consent and effort and they agreed. I don't think this guy see, I don't think so. Aqua we are all fake accenty senkoti TV so live TV and an baba way enye and an kobia send your brand say show baba na wo say owo school no share the video and nam social media so on an assistant headmaster. Do you think this guy will wash his ass and come sit there in the morning and create his own fake accent and and I've heard and tell us say what we are all seeing? The young girl, the assistant headmaster, ya interesting kora we actually in service on protect you and ya ne ma. Na akora ne tire na so a also saw akware no fumu e twetwe akware no fu no papa we ya oye Ghana ni Jesus Christ at the TV so Emma hosting it to oh yeah oh now we sit the same Adom TV the same multimedia. How do you even allow this to go on? So what is the message you are trying to send here? Message when I will try to send it. Oh, from what we saw, no, at this point, no, say papa na wedi almost 60 years, no, say akora wedi 14, 15, 16 or shan in Sawo school, no, say okoto say akora si headmaster bia na so na headmaster de ne nsa wo na akora ne nsu ye on kemu na osrea na yes akora ne papa ni nyina adwena ko bankurum. Is that the argument you are making as a parent? Now when you read the GES code of conduct, this is what it says. Code of Conduct of Teachers, part 3.8 defines sexual abuse as major misconduct. Where GES code of conduct or say includes any sexual relationship, harassment, or inappropriate behavior towards students. Sanctions range from dismissal to referral for criminal prosecution. What we saw on TV had everything in there. It had sexual relationship, it had harassment, it has inappropriate behavior, it has everything. I was say end this old man or deputy headmaster in jail. But we are seeing another man, another parent sit on TV to say akrana nkemu no akrana nsu no akrana ntietie mu na yemiemie nenufu a osre ne kire se akrana owo SS na owo underage o hye na papa ne nsa se ombon kwara no ho ban no. It is okay. Hey, then you see him boldly sit on TV.
I am a realist.
Okay.
Personally, I'm a realist. Yeah. I don't like saying things that are not what it is.
Okay.
I like to say things the way they are. So we share video ni year.
Okay.
Sincerely, the man was not forcing the young girl.
One forcing akwadano.
No, hold on.
Okay.
One forcing young girl. No.
Okay.
It was more of a consented thing that the old man and the young man,
a young lady,
young lady agreed to do.
Okay.
That must be established.
Okay.
There is no sin whatsoever. It suggests to say, Papa no force the girl, no.
Okay.
There's no sin whatsoever like that.
Like na akrani twetwe ho.
That
and headmaster no enforcing so be draw akrani in. Debbie any one sir.
Debbie.
Usha a consensus effort.
It was a consented thing. Both agreed.
How did we get here as a people? Inti sia bone ne dien. Bone pa ene dien. Ade we ya yehu no TV so. Say eya brochire. And a headmaster or assistant headmaster say 100 years ago na we jai edwuma na ye be chene de nakotum. I'm telling you, there's a reason why you're so koto about Ghana. You need to be 18 years and above with sane mind. You can make rational decisions. And untina you can say senior high schooler and kwara obo holding you who said they are under that age who are supposed to have guidance. And the guidance is supposed to come from their tutors, their teachers, their headmistresses, their headmasters. They are supposed to guide these kids. And when you have a headmaster, it does not matter whether the kid was smiling, the kid was crying, whether the kid liked what was happening or not. It is not up to the headmaster to decide. It is the law that decides this action. Because when you try to justify any part of this, then you want to tell me, say, answer the prove say obi a misbehave wa harass akwara wa ye ade bi against the GES conduct no na akire bia obi eku akwara ni kura wie, because at this point what do we call harassment? What do we call sexual relationship? What do we call you misbehaving as the head of an institution? There are things you are not supposed to do, because sa headmaster we sa akora we able run office na akora we e run ho na another person etwam no hu a nipa no betuma akaka say na wo akora ketekete na papa waiting officer wa begina gate na oro ho ye betuma yi akora na di, because it's not supposed to even happen. Now for a kid to be able to enter a headmaster's room, sit on his lap, I don't care who recorded the video, I don't care who took the video, I don't care who is in that video. What I care about is for this kid to be in this scene with this assistant headmaster. It's a no. It does not need any justification. And intina you go school you free be orientation. You the Akraba campus you see school no barrier ni nyina ana peripheries ana say school no border ni nyina ende wa ha. Now about 2 o'clock obia enko dining. 4:30 groundswork. About 6 o'clock and at 5:30 prepare to go to dining. Right after dining, you have 45 minutes or 30 minutes to prepare and go to prep. By 9 o'clock, prep ends. By 9:15, you need to get to your house. You have to have a devotion for another 30 minutes. Every house on campus. After that devotion, night devotional, by 9:45, every single person should be in bed. Now, by 9:50, every light on campus in every dormitory should be down or shut off. That is what school, Emra, make sure me call SS, no? That is how it works. In Akraneba, the kids are supposed to live by some rules and regulations. The moment Akraneba be PA free school without exit, that kid can be sacked. Now you do understand what I mean? Enti sakrani ura school na say you say headmaster, assistant headmaster, akorane te wonaso and making a video and you touching the kids. It does not matter. No man our baba to say me and our baba should sit and see this as and say you are a realist. What makes you a realist? Who are you? Moral grounds ben na wujina. Na sa video we sankane be a man de wuti TV so and now we're discussing your ma and now we send a video about phone to say I could see this share babano. Now we share a video of phones na eyo baba na assistant headmaster na so and now it is circulating around the world and can say you are a realist and that this man didn't do anything wrong. And kasana argument in be sometimes we need to be careful the kind of people we allow to sit on TV and on radio. These kind of statements embolden some people who are thinking of getting into these kind of acts. You are a realist. And I'm a fake accent to be and our things I'm a realist. We are a realist. I don't know what shot we are realist now. What shot idea? Watch a boxer shorts. Any part they go show and what TV so wrong with that TV no so naked niggas so you're a realist because you need to be a realist like Adam. You are a realist. You fake ass nigga like you are a realist in what? And we keep allowing these people talking trash on TV, on radio. We give them airtime all the time. Now Sunday we got sorry them. Na so for pejan nsa we de nyame be hira no obeye kese na ye de Jimmy nemu to say nwan. Me o ya realist. Bounty pay. You will show about TV na Ghana for say when I was born naked. I am realist, so I'm going to sit on the TV naked. Why are you wearing clothes? You are a realist. Do you know what a realist is? Makote nsemi na moka kan kwasi asem TV so Ghana. Obia ntwemaso na moti Ghana na mujimi. You are a realist. You will show akotena TV so e. Raw boxer shorts ni gufie because ya wo na won sha atade ana na wo sha atade. Baby a wo free no say na won sha atade. It but TV is not just say you are a realist. You don't wear anything. Obo show who powder na TV so and I will check Ghana for say you are a realist. Wash atade be kata wo catch them say you are a realist. Do you know who a realist is? Mote brofo a na yes mo bodam mo ke kan kwase asem. I'm a realist. You like to say things the way they are. You would like to say things the way they are. Just say, and a power political seat. I like to say things the way they are. No, because you school. You like to say things the way they are. I like to say things the way they are. When the left from the right, he does not even understand who he is. He wants to be something. I don't blame him. I blame Akufo-Addo. Because we once had a president whose accent, till date, we are still trying to find where the accent is from. Whether it's French, it's British, it's American, it's Cambodian, it is Uruguayan, we don't know. Akufo-Addo nkwane kuta ne accent. Into kwasiebia wa accent wa Ghana. Ofuibia wa accent. Obia sorry, I like things the way they are. Memenia brofu de tibi fia how. Everywhere I go in America, menia brofu de ti America kurum ha. And I see Abrofo talk every day. I see Abrofo talk every day. And I don't see Abrofo trying to be like you. And sometimes you ask yourself, say, where did we pick these people from? You are a realist. You need maybe our accent is free. Say Congolese, say Arabian, say Uruguayan, say Nicaraguan. You like the things the way they are, and you like things the way they are, and they are, and they are. And kwasia some say Now let's take off something here. On some akasem we actually. It's 6:54, almost 7 o'clock. We have done 2 hours 36 minutes. We need to do 3 hours today. If it's an MP, I don't care who he is. An MP, I don't even care who he is. Or your MP, I don't even care the party is in. Or your MP, Omontuno. Now, Mamponting chief, Ohinia or Mamponting, drags Prophet Roger to court for saying he would die soon. Yes, Ohinia or Mamponting, actually, Abrantia, your friend, Roger, Prophet Roger, Edina Kujina court to say, Sa Roger na betina TV so ka se sa ohene Mamponten hene no obewu. And me support Mamponten no 1,000%. Sa boys ya omo use omo hu ya omo te sa Angel TV kekan kwasi asem no. And I want this chief to drag this boy. Na MS serve as a deterrent. MS serve as an example. Now, omo likes na omo titi radio so TV so from who are software, and 99.9% of these people omo nyefra santimemu. Boys are cromfo omo titi TV so, and you see it is Angel Radio na air projected fake prophets, fake pastors in Ghana. Omo nyenyenyan young boys omo who fin ako use omo shwa ho. They cannot even read their own names. People who did not have focus in life, and they saw Nyamesem as an avenue to dupe people. And as our boys who want they mount TV, and what they do is they put fear in people's lives. They take advantage of circumstances, and these dirty boys, filthy dirty boys, Angel FM, kwekuotin en kwasiade odi radio ni yeno no. Trump no moti Angel FM so. Trump no moti Angel FM so. Angel FM does not have any better content. And also so sam kwasia boys we so. We be say friend Roger. We be say friend saying. A Jimmy Fuon krasifo boys are. They know nothing about anything. They sit and use a religion and Bible to intimidate people, to put fear in people. I will be so disappointed. So on anyway, yeah, somewhere free quarter, because you see, it is getting too much. Some boys, someone who feel way more me. Akwaba kubi, why is a ponchireni in Ghana? None dear. Obejira ketua was as we soon and say. Sakwa siebina or shame come say or no. Baomia be wini later Baomia wini or say so we dear. Akwabi and the fusa ponchireni kwasiebe and the team we fubia. Ayana ne fooding and Jimmy Fobino. Tuntumi Jimmy Bisano. me say na ketia eba no obewu se preko adakwan ho. And they use religion. Me, anybody who tries me. Modia muslim ako deep. Munko deep na mumusa about me. Modia muslim ya beifo. Mako deep. Baby amuko deep no muko mumusa masi wo. And these foolish boys, they put fear in the system. They take advantage of people. They suppress people's happiness. And they live in Ghana. And yes, so. And I want this chief to drag this boy. What is Edia Bonikwana Nipaye? Boniba pa na nipa aya wo Ghana. Na boys bi omu fibi. Sa akwa wa sa ponchireni. Na no kakraka ne ho tantantan se le frog. Nipa fun sei. Udwa ne ho no gyina wa sa be. Na asema omu nim na omu ka, omu twatro. Na me se sa akwa no obewu da kwan wo te sa ponchireni. Sa boy no. And these foolish boys, na omutiti TV so can something nkofo so a create impression bi so munim bibi. Stupid lotto forecasters ehia forma o ukosho omo asia ehia forma ye de omo kotena class so omo nsua de omo tie wu se abe ehia forma. And they saw the advantage say me nuanom asantefo titru asantefo ye mu bedro no ya adwene wo fom titru me nuanom asantefo mu gu asantememu ye mu dodo no ye gimi ni ama religion asofo bi gimi enti. That is where their headquarters is. That is where they start. Sa boy say gimi fo akromfo wo mu nya start asantememu because ye benya nipa bi e mama so sankwasiafo we so na ye se onyankopon Yesu Kristo omoba asasi so no. This is what they came to do. Anka mo nkwasiafo mate se mo nka mo munya asasi so tenaye mo ma amenem ne mo papa no na nanom no enya bebi tena wa asasi we so ebu omo pa be wo mo ade ye keso we Christian na obedane eye den obedane an intimidator. We a prophet, do you have to intimidate? We are nyame nipa o chen wan una wo ko obe bi ba na so nyame afro me o nyame fro na me ni hobby. It's people like this, we need to sanitize the system. We need to put a law down. Some kwasiafo will not get access to sit on radio. Or person prophesy. Kojina was already prophesy. And we are giving these boys this little a young form. Me say, opa momo metina TV so no mon ka baby almost start free nchira obe say we omo ye pro. And every day they be ameka kire nkofo. A young for omo ye dangerous chance sikafo. A young for ma omo hu yehu echen sikafo omo free ohia buburo mu no. They will do anything to be successful, and it does not matter whether to suppress people's happiness. And that is what these little dirty bleached rats, these are rats onyankopon na yenyina nim no. He does not recognize these rats. Omo say inkusia omo ho afo. They stink, they look dirty, these boys. And we have allowed these boys to be on radio and TV. And then we are software. Do you always have to see something about someone? We are prophet. Do you always have to see something about somebody? Do you always have to see something about somebody? Don't you understand religion and womanana? And as some kwasiafo we a young form by me say go and read the Bible. In the Bible, omo nye faithful to Nyankopon nyina e hiafo. Okay? A hiafo always offend or they betray men. A sikafo, majority of the time, they betray God. And that's the distinction between a yeni and a sikeni. Oko Bible no abuhu. A sikafo ye bo mu din na Bible mu no. So omo ye bone a no mo ye tie omo Nyankopon. But so wuti o yeni asem o Bible mu a or ye bone tia ne nyonko nipa. And that is how a young for that is who they are. You don't understand the religion you are in. Montenyo bebrase. A young for you dangerous. So be careful. Because you cannot introduce them to anything, so you cannot do it just one time. You need to take your time to introduce Oyeniba to your success. Because Oyeniba will do anything to destroy man. And it's about Ghana. Omo mu say ni papa no. Obi beka say me kura say me di ma omo me ti hei me ye adwuma ma me nkura asefo enso omo no mu di minya because they don't understand. Go in your Bible. A titru for more Bible mu nyina omo ya a titru ana awode a o se de wo mu nsam eye etumi kuta omo nyina no. They did not betray their fellow men. They always betrayed God. And that has always been the shortfall of men. But a are always looking for their fellow men who are better than them or who have something than them to destroy them. And sana suffer mawi, sa a here for mawia, omuina better than ya suffer no, they are looking for men to destroy. They are looking for people who are successful than them to destroy. They want to capitalize on the downfall of people who have made it to become relevant. And prophets. Nobody is a preacher. Nobody at the end of the day says, me, I am an apostle. I am in the villages. I am preaching the word of God. I am an apostle. I just want to send the word of God to the world. I want to go into the trenches. I want to send the message of God with me. I want the Holy Ghost to direct me. No. All of these charlatans, this disease, these poverty-ridden idiots, rat-looking creatures, are prophets. All because that is the easiest way. And we need to sit down as a people and shut these kind of things down. I don't see them as humans. Me who almost say they are just some rats. Me catch Ghana for say we need to be careful about people who say omu nyame nipa for omu ye Christo for omu free nyame omu ye widi for ye danger. They are the biggest liars on earth. You see, on sa kwa we come on sa kwa we intim fojo say or a politician in there ade chia or a sofo. You and I in Ghana, who are we fighting against to make the country better? We are fighting against corruption. And who are the people spearheading corruption? Politicians. This is a man who says a ria or a politician, an adjo or a sofo. And the day they feel numaba or say, I am a reverend minister. What are you doing in parliament? In Team Fojo, now phone is a Tom Brown bag. Or say, I am a reverend minister and I can see God's blessing. Or no, in Team Fojo can see God's blessing. But he could not see that the NPP were destroying Ghana. He could not see Baumia will lose the elections. He could not see that under Ekufuado, people were dying from Galamsey activities. In Team Fojo, Oyakwasia, Majicity no. Area or a parliamentarian or sign a contract or to parliament or your negotiations or G tax I debeto chachaso or to parliament G tax toward the to chachaso and I or say or a reverend or dying. Or say he is a reverend minister and he can see the blessings and anointing oil upon Dr. Baumia. Akwa we anko tikiti we ohwa na funa hu ne kwati tintin. Et Ghana kekan kwasi asem. Ono anointing oil. Ajongo anase eyi katianwa. And ote Ghana na Jimmy. All because we have allowed these people to use religion to lie to us. In Team Fojo. Menyini chenu. Also share me friend me bra. I am older than him. Yeah. And your politics. And what da nipa. Akwa we so enyame nipa to parliament. Je tax watachaso. Akwa we. Betting tax or ye. Yanjin tum. Or je to or je eto e watachaso. Chachaso. And in Team for Georgia parliament. Je hoto. Now just onyankopon or LFT. Kwasiato. O Bible na ka kire say onyankopon echi edien intonto which is chacha. And so what was your reverend sofuna and our reverend minister now what parliament no what na parliament eje eye etoto chacha so. You are even making it more legal. Masa makachira mo say so who say me di obi atema. That person deserves it. I'm telling you, they don't respect you people. Sa MPP boys, small boys, we. Omo some Jimmy. Area or a parliamentarian, anajo or a nyaminipa. Into one nyankopon gonsra. Nyankopon shira. Wo. In Team Fojo. What na parliament? Eje de eto to chacha so. What na parliament ka say ye yemfa eto ento chacha so. Na nka so ka say me yanyame nipa mitia chacha. Parliament ampo de mentra ha na masa be je eto e de ato chacha so. Kwasia. You are a clown. Now, my sure me see seat in magic. One seat, one the numbers. These are his numbers. In team for the numbers in ye. He's not supposed to be in parliament. Magic seat no. We have the numbers now. Parliamentary in the year 2016, in team for Joe Enya 23,000, representing 58.94%. In 2016, Sabina Apia Kubi, also Enya 15,705, representing 39%. In team for Joe, difference na Odinya we know 2016 19.19%. Asen South. Make sure the good enter me say Beji seat no. Now, phone is a Tom Brown bottle. Kwasia, what the parliament, edge, a tour, a chacha, so the catcher, so we mini pa anointing also, or dying. Over 2020, had you see, in team for Jonah, we have 23,000 in 2016. The numbers if 23,000, every do 17,121. So 58.9% now, Odilidi and a sort about 39.25%. NDC for no a changing candidate. Omu change candidate, omu numbers are now 15,000, a drop about 10,000, meaning the NDC made that mistake. The NDC, they were not supposed to change that candidate in 2016. But omu the new candidate by Nicholas Bafono, ono benya 10,201, representing 23.38%. A year 18 for draw, 19% difference in 2016, about 2020, not difference, not here, about 15.8%. Mesi meji sit no meji fala meji sit no my boy we asro beto so inti vojo abu ofunu. Now over 2024 I see what happened. Ni lead na 19% from 2016 no. From 2016 ubedu 2024 Ofori 23% and ubedu 2024 onya 14,000 and NDC for moving from 10,000 from 2020 no about 2024 no NDC nya 13,000. Now ne percentage na ye 19.19% in 2016 no. In 2024 a drop here about bedru 4%. Kwasia we down to parliament or heading of parliament. Why is he still in parliament? 39 years old. Me nyini chani bebre. Jimmy. So why is Intim Fojo in parliament? What is he doing in parliament? 4%. We're dropping no money from 19 to 2024. 4% from 23,000 to 14,000. And you see, so we check here. The MPP they have maintained in Team Fojo from 2016. Into NDC mistake come here and they said they changed their candidates. They have changed their candidate 3 times, and then it's making in Team Fojo still hold on to the seat. Apart from all Bunko 4. Oh, we are Benimuno, because the NDC keep changing their candidates. And Team Fojo is not supposed to be in parliament. He does not deserve to be in parliament. I also got sorry, no so a software uncle Nyamijuma. Why should we be keeping Team Fojo in parliament? This guy is not serious. The guy is not bringing anything back home. Oh, who has sent out to follow so much Jimmy? Oh, MPP. And a 39-year-old boy, Jimmy, or 10 crying. See the numbers. Me see 2028, me seat. You will see me at Asen South campaigning on stage 2028. You will see me there. Before 2028, I will lead massive development at Asen South. Whatever will come there, I will make sure I'm part of it. And I will take that seat. Me just sit no nam dia ma NDC ni no so onfa me kirew say we akwara you are a kid Jimmy na yawo atro ukoken allegation wait to me prove be sin ne o sorry a o so ye sofo o te parliament na o de eto chacha so wa funu say we bag enti fojo wa funu say we bag unim we bag and akwa weti Ghana na Jimmy and ye jano on fan puntio ma on fa she ma on fa bibia anko asin south. The same thing I can do Japan and no been to our oh me a suffer obedun kan no gujantra for so okodu asin south oh me a suffer I'm a reverend mo amunyim nyame 70 and on fa bibia amba fie on fa puntio bia amba fie on beye kwan no onye dwa onye bibia and okoje sorry for collection no etena so no asaba beje salary or parliament no akotena committee so no age per diem committees had need to kwan no kwabroche no age per diem no asaba betena me sofo and am parliamentarian. This guy has to be sacked. Why na fun say we boto now asam papa ba mo me dwam. Team, do you have something for me? Oh, okay, I get it. That is why. So the reason why the NDC changed their candidate, thank you very much, team. So I do am the the reason why it's here NDC for a change Sabina Apia Kubi. Ninyana say Sabina Apia Kubi died. So the NDC could not present Sabina Apia Kubi. Because NDC presented Sabina Apia Kubi in 2016. So the lady died in 2020. That is why Sabina could not contest our 2020 the election. No. Until you could see, say, MP before no one shared that no omuku Sabina. May her soul rest in peace. MP before no shared that omuku maameno because nobody say maameno be just sit no. That is how our in team for draw it to be maintaining seat in 2020. Into the NDC were supposed to keep Nipana or representing a NDC in 2020, in 2024. I don't know who led that for them to change the candidates. May her soul rest in peace. So this was the woman now a MP before Omo Asin South Nimse. She has to be the MP. And Omo fa kuti commission Kuno MP before Adom ya no Omo no Edian John Kuma, Omnomuku, Edian JB Dankwa, Omnomukunipa, MP before Moasin South, Omnomuku, Edian, Omnomukuma Miwi. Omukuni Ayaya. Adentra, I Omon Pesama Miwi Babe MP. But I am promising Sabina. I am promising her, say, Sa Asin South seat no. I am promising Sabina Baby Obia. May her soul rest in peace. Meji. Edia money NDC na mano. Omo Asin South omo bo wo ejina so make sure say omo afakwa mi so kun no meji seat that she we ni monyam Sabina. Meji Asin South seat no. Meji edia she we ni monyam baby a wo bia mi so Nyankopon de wo kresie meji seat no. Yentumi nji seat emfa makromfo meji seat no edia ma ni papa wo NDC mu dia ma. Asin South, I will take it. I said, we can't mystery. Ana bibia mystery. Na me minimba o mia de obenya e o primary sima me ntumi Asin South seat. Me kire mo ba o mia aba exactly obenya. Na me minim de ba o mia benya e o mo primary sima me ntumi Asin South. Asema na o ka kire me no. Me tu akufo ado me ntumi Asin South. Me gine easy. Erade ana mystery. What de munim de ba. And asam papa BSC John Dramani Mahama obeto say prisoner bia wo Ghana bia no ye man 1 cedi 80 pesos and the video mo and John Mahama say yentum emfa nko 5 cedis maka che Ghana for dollar no betuma ko 30 but the echo so Ghana no ye ho adweye he mo pa dollar nko 40 still NDC mo pa dollar no enko 60 still nyome mo efo still yetumi didwa still inflation of form still Ghana buying ye juma obia ho haha no dollar ne betuma ko 80 still NDC enti memo obia nya na agene say bibi besesa bibia o bibia ntumi sesa bibia dollar ne betuma ko 90 at me say $1 can be 90 cedis still NDC ye ginem na me ko dwa so a nyoma boyefo do I care where the dollar is going dollar ne betuma ko 90 I don't care still John Mahama ni NDC they are going to make sure Ghana for one tomo aban papa and the prison for they are eating 3 square meal a day. Under John Mahama NDC, prisoners to me the diano pay we numbre esanya ayedi fruit to count kwasia. Me go change NDC. Under NDC are buying. Ghana ni odefiase. O to me the diano pay we numbre esanya apple ba ko count. Na me metan kan kire wo say yenko to abama mole fo we. Nicaragua for party we. Mole MPP. Mole o kan semba ko mu nyina die kire say mole for. Mole for MPP party no and I me metena say obi nkoto abama me say dollar ne betuma ko 90 still NDC masa eja mo MPP for the ebefe mu ne ehu bi da o yenko ho biem da me say mo pa dollar no enko 90 still NDC still John Mahama ne NDC will still rule. We are okay, we like what we are seeing, we are happy. Nobody is intimidating us. Nobody is disrespecting us. No individual is stealing our money to go give to his clan, his family. We know we are all struggling. We are building the nation together. We don't care. The dollar can go to 900, still NDC. It does not matter. We will fight. We will work hard. Ghanaians will come together. We will believe in ourselves. We will work and move this country forward. We will find struggles. We will meet struggles. We will meet difficult times. We are still NDC. We will keep the NDC in power. Kwasi 4 MPP. Yentam to me, mamo. Na mudi to me ne yeden. Mudi kodi ahinie. Kwasi 4. MPP 4. Yentam to me, mamo na mfa ngodi ahinie. She. Na wo ahinie constitution da hoda. Ende wo fie na ohwa na come de wo. Na onye aduane ndi a. Na akobo sofu bia no so. Yede ko prison obenya aduane edi. John Mahama aban no. Homeless in United to be prison kodidi 3 square meal. Aye. And then 1 city, you about 5 cities. You about be implement it and I'm kwaso. Into see on am Ghana na so only baby da. Na so hwa I want by December. I want beba e pebeba. Untumi na bontene. Soja police bi o ha adwena da bona no so panyan kakra bi memon kese aye. Oh Mr. Soja, pa eno an kitu bi. Oh, kaso me person ko prison o. Na de wakotum 8 months. You be mo anopa wi anwumre 5 cities every day. Obviously, the cash grab the cash amount. Into a funeral prison, Momo, I under NDC. You have more Momo. And the end, Oba Ghana prison. Prisoners say, Ejimumu. Obi was so, Madam, today I don't want to eat. And my wife came yesterday. She gave me jollof. So please, can you momo my 5 cities? What's a pipi? The course, I don't know. Into your fan send you more prison. You send you more you fee. Intended a buying papa and Oba in Cranford good prison. Okay, near Tankpa. I ultimate court police soldier prison pay madam me you are done so you are done atankpa no fine well minke tuberculosis me jibo diabetes kenke jollof me trouble nauseate me ofane minke ake 5 cities, John Mahama 5 cities, a transfer to Odale and prepare small light soup. In trouble, simple one, crabby bio, like ain't in kind now that jail, no. Or to me, catch a year prison, Penin say, me home family, Miss Our diabetes cacra, me out Dali, or no to me a year 90 from 5 cities in the Sandeno. Now, young Fanya Jollof from Bremen. Nina, I cost ho, or Tiasa own pay NDC, a buofunu, young for to me, Manfanko Dihine. MPP in Kwasia 4. Ofane, aye. Bibio ko prison ko he. Emu esantefo, enkranfo, infantefo, obekọ Mr. Blankson neba Godson. What Mr. Papa what then madam me jodo papa you bring padam no kan sem kakra. Amanka sem free ogwe nyo eno what ma beto ha 10 years. Sem kakra bi no be na me me yire ni yem, me te ni mu. And I was the way we tea, what the matter to her. Now, me portrait, a mat today, John Mahamas there, 1 more beer 5 cities, 1 fancy. Now, compedemic chill BB, and there among us a home farm. Now, Nansen is banner yeds in Wahan, it's ban. Hey, Jogoto, it's banner yeds in Wahan, if I dare the fucking. Come, Jogoto, Otterdan, into Mr. Officer, it's banner yeds in Wahan, it's banner yeds banbia, Meza Moadom. Men who there see us or the same. Was started a jollof kakra last me who they were entity Emma watch chem will be fan. In fact, Mayor from Arabata, Mata Arabata, and Berenka, what the 5 cities in the sending? nanka oya apofe kakra brem apofe na ntiti na ntiti na etso kakra na metumi edi na say on hadwena ka we den kam sra wona ka won fa me 5 cities no won fa momo meyere matara bata and the John Mahama dia no prisoners were choice under John Mahama mi krom fantini ni say yem fa 5 cities ni send matara bata na matara bata mfa nyentiti no fa abunebu nka ho na won bezi no prison what was a memfa to me ma MPP aboa no mfa ngodi bofro nkwan o bodam they gave me dela inti inchechirima me chechim no ebufo bi anim Just ade no odwini ade no ho a it does not make any sense nti NDC aban no the NDC aban ye ne John Mahama ye no enough for ko prison ko he papa ya na yesi na ne papa free Ivory Coast an Abidjan ne ko wo no eye Francois ono so o jail ono so o dem 15 years de no ko ye ya ono so o de second ko wo bitrim ende 5 cities nti otumi ko prison penyin ho bonsoir je m'appelle François. Yeah, il est patron de la Rouge. Ce soir, dans Souman et la FAT, tout le monde. Et monsieur, madame François et la PAT Saint-Cranion. Mais madame Officer, tu qui comprend le jus, l'argent aujourd'hui, la table, qui est riz ou le bleu, le stew. 5 l'ajout au d'habitude et qui est les transferts Momo les bons mercredi je suis madame François et la pâte rouge à peu près ça la pâte rouge et ce soir est visité French ni kura sa ka kire eye prison officers say oh on your friend bonsoir eye monsieur François ne yire ene madame François na asemi le si wo dan so na o de sika wo ne yire nua trim e na obeda ha 10 years na o ka kiro mo say wate se 5 cities aba na ono anga say obi a o tape la pâte rouge ene ya papransa French di no la pâte rouge na anka prison form penny for no betuma aboa ono so di jollof na ma na ti no enti nka o betum di sika na sene na yire eye François and then the year for the François Gissoin and come send this sika no koma no na nka on fanya la pâte rouge a papransa en fambre no o bagana prison be bre koso under John Mahama bibi e koye so mentam tumi man kwase afo wi na momfa tumi ni kodi hene won wa hene constitution na hoda mwa na obe ko na eyi for so house for no an Yakubu ne nkofo wallahi yaguda o into oh sanukade officer sanukade house of open you ho ahobrazia ba sanukade oh nakakroche nakajia oh bungamu yakude oh Allah da gede obe orzo be transfer say in Kranfo na ka kire eye Yakubu say eh se se de okwa 5 cities no yetimi transfer koma o yire edi Yakubu so be brade ho ase be transfer koma na yire e wo ifa e wo yendi e ma na yire so aye bibi diaba into duwa oh officer ya oh my saba oh bakudi yaka abinchi na fariki na bo so ko se officer mingamu banku yankuri officer Allah magude mingamu abinchi wachi na chinkafa na prison tunkusa wallahi officer mungamu chinkafa na abingi na Haja tunkusa duri maga abinchi tule how was that move French abinchi magida yekuda wallahi so in transfer haja meguda yendi abinchi na kwankwan na transfer mungamu alla yeguda diabetes bawasabani mangani so say guda alla minde wallahi watalai when our officer say okay enti Yakubu so call say oh dey make nyina say officer we dey nyame hira wo some keka na ngofo keka say eye dey yesi an otumi ba 5 cities no Utimi de koma yire ma ne ye aduane bro me yire ene friend no ejen hagea na ono so yendi na nka me pese me dem 5 no send no na nka otumi atunkusa kakra na wo chiko se kakra na nka odi den barikisum baketo no so ka ono ne omoba na omde bra me na medi na diabetes so wa meso so enti yakubu so akọ office akọ ka kire no umpewe odo kwase ase fa tumi ma MPP for moa obia kan de o obia no go prison for nyina akọ no obia ko kan asem near the 5 cities asande undidi wo kọ besa no 5 cities akọ ma yire e de na wo de biem na wo pɛ yandi ai kan kuri dio wallahi ta'ala baba enti eyifo no so wo ho metika se bia o ai awonafo no Livingston ahiboto madam I'm here madam I am here Livingston ahiboto awonafo no wo ho no ba ko de se ono eye lome ena eye togoni officer ba ko bi e cross se obefa na yire ena odi pin awonafo de ni agro pin ye di ku okrai odi ba ko ward togoni officer de chi no ku no ena ye chi ni tum do dansa wom ono so at 5 cities naba obese de bi koma davi na nka oya akpere de bre no enti omo ba am say Livingston ahimboto o say madam I'm here makuku madam davi Monica ablazo bi mela kopela gble ne vovovu akple tijano mi awona no meti awona wakira I like story na ati we there obi atext na Kevin me nuanum asantefo ye na prison asantefo bebre prison kwa me kwache ono so da prison so watete kwa me kwache so atete ye nam na yetete iti kwa me kwache de ono okoka ne de no e na odenwom me nam na metete I go for the Caragua for say ho me nam na metete asantini no ono so koka ne de ai and de mu da ho hweram sesika ba ye ni asokọ ai Antrochie ye asantini so atesa woni na kwaje ne compatriot on asantefo do mu awonafo kwaje sika o so kwaje bi because o mu no competition and what is awonafo na kwaje enkranfo age hausafo age infantefo age ema frenchfo kwaje inti asantini no kwa me kwaje so kwaje inti ono do nam na ai ni nsam no nyuma oto no menam na metete into do so officer bichiamo we de me mama ha asantini no obeji skade ni aso kwa me kwa chiro no pizza tini no ai so no consent no koda jail consent e no da jail enya bibia o ensam keka asem enim no oka eni asantini ni da jail no consent nsekuo unim nsekuo otumi di consent paito ene ne yedi ko gina court a wentumi yin ho no na kotu je no into no wanku nipa eye nsekuo inkonkonsa nipa wonsam katantantan otum kosia kutia nwom e wo mantem o de konkonsa se nipa na amana kodem into no so at say e den ye cheche 5 cities Muhammad 5 cities aba into do so officer we de me ha ai kwa mkwa chimia me de matena ha che obi anim se bi ompenifo da ka ai o de bebeto ase o beseska obesere sika zo kutabe we the officer we the ekwanso ebeka say ekwanso de ebe ye nam kwanso we the mpanifo ka animo o say yenum so yebusa obe the officer we the kwam kwache me free man pontin an obi anim wa ha ende me nanan oba yi obi anim omokoba di hantrechi eye prisoners bebre omohu omo na mum asema edem nam kwanso a enwumbre metu eye de chacha obedro enwumbre a ewie ya me pesa nka me de mano asem etu enim no eye asem tiawa I pay for semi ko bi na man ka bi de ene nka wan kokora nkeye ene so otwen so de krom a se bi wankwa ne wonam so kɔ ena mpedifo na sa aka ye se ye yutibone ne wankasa ho a se bi o ye yiwetibone ne wankasa ho a wuti ho sei ene tina ma ewie me free me cells amaba ha me ba ba kyerem de me so aba officer se kasa officer se kasa na ye ntam na de na asamba ko wa be gina bubu be kasa o se officer abotre nipa de asamba Lion assemble nyabotre office so prison officer my girlfriend lion say lion Mr. we assemble nyabotre na the person eka nipa assemble nipa na ka asantini officer sika we bu we 30 ka sam no officer say masakasa so lion nyabotre na assemble nipa na ka katachirema eka se tetachirema intosuo ne di ano officer nyabotre 5 cities in I this is the buggy bube 30 kawasam neko aunani ba straight to the point Livingston in French ni by bonsoir François or canasem micro mataraba tanikunu and so by obekan asem ayawuna edi na wobe ni okan nkrani kan wo de ne gya be no so we de we say I de do ya fe de no I on ta friend san kwa yes it do did officer say do did buy officer say it is your kwashi date na wura officer obi about 3 minutes no ko wa betra wa gaza 20 minutes it date na nam kwa so bo wo de edibusa and edibi abi officers ni bo officers say kwashi wa betra 20 minutes ni obi about 2 minutes no ko dey dey sika ma no date na oba ha o so we de obi can say ebisa de wonam kwaso we musa na nse wonya nipa and them na mo am be we do ha ewie ni say matete nkofo keka sebio asema mfiri wo so de wontumi fa won sansim officer nti kwachi pa comedy wo oso officer e comedy e bi dim yem nti kwachi kan wasam ne yehu de wo pe sika de guta buzi kasa de mo sika de ko o se sebio weni tua na mani tua enche se we de agave so kwachi weni mre bibi yan o se officer hiam ntina maba eni kan wasam na mafo July no so mahama 5 cities na ba prison ye wo cheche won sem ntia ma 5 cities oboko canteen die na wo ye o so okay na ma mfa asem ntudwa ende wa wonim ye na free man pontin de ya asem de kakra bi impenifo be se officer se twa so kwa mi kwa chimbi na no keke se ebia ye ma me 5 cities na ye fa nya duane brem no wo de be tena nkwasi asem officer se kwa kwa chi ya tena ha be 25 minutes die na opese oka o so okay we de impenifo be se ekwan so brɛ me amagye me ho tata matete wo ha sɛ yɛsese bio ɛyɛ president Mahama ɛyɛ NDC for president waba na me ankasa na mo asanteme mu no na me yɛ MPP communication chairman ɛwɔ ɛyɛ de bantama yɛsɛ kwam kwachi asɛmenti na ɔbaa titiri die na ɔbaa ɔsɛ okay ni nyina ne sɛ ɛnyɛ sɛ bia ma no betia obi wɔ ha sɛ bio mpanifo de mabɔ dwa yi na kyerɛ sɛ asɛm ɛda pono so de me pɛsɛ me kyerɛ nyina ne sɛ ɛyɛ sika aba yɛsɛ sɛ bio oba na ɔbɛka wasɛm a na yɛtie wasɛm akɔ akyire ansa na yɛhwɛ sɛ yɛbɛda ne bia hyɛ wusi bara sɛ nda ne bi nhyɛ nsɛm bo mpanifo kan yɛsɛ oni akora kɔ ɛyɛ de angwabɔ na so wambɔ bia nhyɛ nsɛm akora no ɛnyinyi ɛnti na mabɛtena ha ɔsɛ kwankwankye o pesca go didi ala so pesca go didi me si kwankwachi comedy mi o na kasa kan yene tam kwankwachi there you go otna 38 minutes ansa na obi na no aka say ai me pese nka me de 5 cities ya be munyi mu 3 cities nkoma me yire abena durowa na nka onfa popo eye abunebunu ai otwen bini na nka onfa eye de superku kakra nsom no onfa kan firi kuma sembrem wo eno antira me baaye na obse sententi no obetena ha enti ka ba ye 2 minutes na so oh wo yire ni e de abena durowa na wo pesike ni bi de amana koto otwene bini o kurom e de abegu nchansima ye duane ama wadi a eno ne se atam sika Muhammad sika yaba 5 cities per prison officer and a prisoner e di na work kasa tintin say enti wasam nyina no ye ma 3 cities or 5 cities nim na ye fa 2 cities nkoma wo faase e wo brefo e wo denchem so de chem so na wo faase no so mfa nto ho ma na daachi ne yi wa watum de aye onana no mayie enu ntira osiane into train de momfa train de pen ma me yire na momfa 2 cities nkoma me wo faase kwa me brown na momfa nto because daachi ye nim eyie baba yes Ghana ni bi achimfo we yes Ghana ni bi private citizen Daniel Mafu Ofori Atta petitions CID to investigate Richard Jakpa and Justice Yoni Kulendi over alleged conspiracy to interfere in Ato Forson's ambulance trial. Yes, Ghana ni bi ni din I'm friend of private citizen ni din ede Mafu Ofori Atta. What show letter kwa koma CID say in fact omo investigate Jakpa any Yoni Kulendi Supreme Court judge na former Attorney General Godfrey Dame eko shia den Jakpa woni fie no because also tia say Jakpa Yoni Kulendi nyere busuani Godfrey Dame ena nadamfo ene judge ena oka kire Jakpa per the tape na etie no say omo nhia o Yoni Kulendi fie ene ya besi ni say last week na tie say Jakpa a petition the CID office say yes, our case na a year Gofredame or your former attorney general. Na Ojina Homa so pesa or da Jakpa. Na Jakpa kutan throw court. Near the Atofos and Etufiasono. Jakpa say the evidence the kutano a ye tape no. A ye CID office no MBA investigation. Norman Fre a ye den Gofredame. Na yen to tunano. Na yen wuse asamno no kurena na okano. Na Gofredame at the end of the day no say when to me you know and I say ending one for fee and I say when to me you know one I was a Ghana mrani di and then ende ade chin ya yesi abrantie bi or ye Ghana ni enso akọ police say Jakpa no ene eye Yoni Kulendi na ni din e wo tape nim no eye police for so investigate e de Jakpa ene Yoni Kulendi enso mama police for investigate eye Gofredame a ono so ya chimini Gofredame ya chimini Ekufuadu ne yin say attorney general Gofredame ene commit crime ena Yoni ena Jakpa recorded no ena Jakpa de koma police say yehwehwem achimini bia ono so yefra no Daniel Mafu Ofori Atta oye Ofori Atta busuani a oye achimini ti say Gofredame oye MPPD no ono so akoka che CID for say oh Jakpa epese yehu no kura ewom a ye nyina ye nim a ye tie tape na ono so pese investigate Jakpa na sab man ye yefra no Daniel Mafu Ofori Atta no one hwan enye se ebia Daniel Mafu Ofori Atta no oye private citizen bia nipa nim no or a private citizen there or your interior member of the NPP Achim Sakawa group or your integral member or not just a member inti sadi pano dia asem we call ACID office no or person or protect it mameka wincho sadi we hu ya say obi educate na ko CID no Gofredame and a mastermind the idea we Gofredame cannot exonerate himself asem na Jakpa dia koma CID no investigation say MBA no Gofredame himself commit a crime. Gofredame himself at the end of the day he will end up as somebody who is a liar. Say investigations no almost completing year. Gofredame himself there's no way he can walk out of that investigation. On himself he's guilty. So what Gofredame is doing from what I am seeing and my experience is say this CID petition for Freya Abeya say ya investigating Jakpa any Kulendi no e ya Gofredame na air mastermind this idea with that's what I see it to be because nipa na akọ e CID ho sisi ano o ya Gofredame krom ni oka Achim Sakawa group no ho one Gofredame na ya Achimfo right now what Gofredame wants to do is say opese or say case no na ono Gofredame cannot go to CID. He cannot petition the CID that Jakpa should be investigated. Yoni Kulendi, who is his friend, should be investigated. So right now, what a Attorney General for Gofredame, former Attorney General, is trying to do himself, he is trying to use his Achim people to distract the system. He wants to make sure say case na police for investigating and intina wakofa Achim ni ba kwa oka omwa omni Ekufuadu bebu aban no ese aban no say on friend no private citizen. Na ono so nko petition edien eye CID boss no. Gofredame knows that he has committed a crime. He knows he did not do things right. He knows he allowed politics to overshadow his thinking. Gofredame knows say this eye evidence eye Jakpa edi akoto CID for him no. He nowhere can he say it is not him. Gofredame himself on a normal day he should not be a lawyer in Ghana. In fact, he must be disgraced or see a trying to sue. Into right now, no, why not just say, or percent or use another 442 formation. Now, or cover a chimney biba, now a chimney no ever distracted system. Now, Nipa, your friend of Daniel Mafu Ofori Atta, only Nipa Kro. I'm in show Nipa Kro. You count Daniel Mafu Ofori Atta, almost a private citizen now. Gofredame a bono, Ofri bono, Nanso, only a chim for and nam, and don't get it twisted. Gofredame, or your bononi, or your half a chim, half bono. Then call for the Ekufuadu call for, so don't get it twisted. Gofredame mo and a master plan way in or you're masterminding this. Now, see, Abrantie and a friend Mafu Ofori Atta, Daniel Mafu Ofori Atta Onye. This is the man or ye Ekufuadu bushi or ye Ekufuadu bushi ni or your Ofori Atta bushi ni or ye Gabi bushi ni or ye Achimni. Omuna na omoshe ejapadie nechi we ejapadie no secretary no nie Daniel Mafu Ofori Atta enti ya instructing say ono and a anchor petition CID to make sure say send your beya Godfrey Dame oye Kufuado lawyer, oye MPP lawyer, oye Ofori Atta lawyer, oye MPP for sebio omaba krono ya yehwe mo nsemu lawyer no send be obetumi I find a way to protect him. In Abrante we your friend Daniel Ofori Atta now ni baby Emma ni role na o play no very important. Ma mention baby the role no important. What was that document where the Bible tell you friend ejapade document no. So for ejapade document na secretary na or sign a document no. Sa ejapade document no. The na ni din sha se on na secretary or sign a document no. On na ko print ya or den sa sha se no. Na ono any friend no Daniel Ofori Atta. Into kind ejapade document na. A similar blueprint will be replicated. Maybe I'm marking red no. Will be replicated in the oil and gas sector, which will also commence with the setting up of SPVs using petroleum revenues that currently flow into the consolidated fund as receivable to be mortgaged. Now, last paragraph, no, maybe I read it no. Or say, the technical team led by DM Ofori Atta, Daniel Ofori Atta, should further evaluate the following details in order to choose the appropriate sites. Inti ejapade document no na Daniel Ofori Atta no or technical team lead or on the lead technical team no on na SIS secretary or then nsa share ejapade document na se no inti sa Daniel Ofori Atta we no oba ejapade document na share Ghana fo ebufuo na mpese mo ton Ghana ye goodie wa asase ni so nyina ma omo no na sa brand tie friend Daniel Ofori Atta ono na technical leader document no na me kire no ono na ende wa petition CID say on TRC say ya investigate Jakpa any Yoni Kulendi. The reason why they have an issue with Yoni Kulendi is say the NPP thought to say Yoni Kulendi was going to be in the ship of the Ekufuado regime 100%. Now Yoni Kulendi, no, he was smart. Yoni Kulendi put about 70% of his foot in the NPP ship. Yoni Kulendi was appointed by Nana Addo Ekufuado to the Supreme Court. Yoni Kulendi worked at Ekufuado's law firm, Nepapa law firm. No, Yoni Kulendi, he has been with Ekufuado for a long time, but along the way, maybe he decided to be very reasonable, kakra, because he realized, say, Ekufuado and his group, they were doing some things that rational human beings wouldn't do. Now, Nana Addo Ekufuado move free power, no, Oba will say Yoni Kulendi is trying to be rational. Now, if Yoni Kulendi is going to be rational, then what they are going to do is they are going to pull Yoni Kulendi down. They want to destroy Yoni Kulendi because Nana Addo Ekufuado, Oma Yoni Kulendi Echo Supreme Court, his intentions was for Yoni Kulendi to go do his bidding, to go do his job for him. Inti Oma Tanasie who say Yoni Kulendi is not doing the job for them. Yoni Kulendi is not the Yoni Kulendi they know. Yoni Kulendi is not that guy they were expecting. They expected say a Juma also Edibo Achim Sakawa group, no. To be very honest with you, Yoni Kulendi is a good judge. Yoni Kulendi is a clever judge. I can tell you, say, as much as he qualified to be in the Supreme Court, his affiliation to the Kufuado clique and the money at the north to the Supreme Court. He is qualified to be in the Supreme Court. Yoni Kulendi or a perfect judge or a good judge or a good the career, he has been good. But you see, the man Yoni Kulendi enya sa nod na eboa na man nod na ebeye fulfilled was because of his affiliation to Ekufuado and his family. And now Mojin say, even though he's qualified to be in the Supreme Court or sit on the bench, if we put him there, he will be a proxy. He will be there to do our bidding. Now, Yoni Kulendi for some time has been a reasonable judge. Yoni Kulendi, no more expect to say, time Madam Tokonu Asam the Bayano. They were expecting Yoni Kulendi to get up and throw the government under the bus and be a Tokonu's defender. But Yoni Kulendi told them, say, what is wrong is wrong. They were thinking Yoni Kulendi was going to lead a coup in the Supreme Court to protect Tokonu. Abra sa petition be to ho yenye hu say de Tokonu edibone na o say constitution ni di no. The Kufuado MPP group no na omo expect say Yoni Kulendi will be the person to block the process. Johnny Kulendi was supposed to create a mafia group. They will be undermining the constitution. Na any Tokonu bedi. But Johnny Kulendi Momoti say, as a judge who is serving Ghana, his credibility and the state as a whole no any hiano. As much as he is a member of their group, he likes them. They made him go to the Supreme Court. You know, he cannot throw the democracy of this nation and the constitution under the bus. So he wasn't going to do that betting. And nothing and normal imagine say they want to destroy Yoni Kulendi. Intendano, let us petition the CID boss and say, Jakpa, any Yoni Kulendi, Omunyani Papa, Yansho Munsemu, Nayan Desbade, Yoni Kulendi. The target is to make sure, say, almost strip Yoni Kulendi off his idea. And yet the position as a Supreme Court judge. That is the target. That is the target. And this and I will say, Ekufuado for Ebuseni Bako. I sorry catch Ghana for say, you know something? You perceive a petition CID on Jakpa any Yoni Kulendi mua. Their target is Yoni Kulendi. It is not Jakpa because they don't have anything on Jakpa. The Achim Mafia no, they know for a fact to say Omuni Bibia on Jakpa, but they know say. Johnny Kulendi dinya ya board will case him no. If they petition the court, now they know say court no omunim Johnny Kulendi any credibility intact no. They want to soil Johnny Kulendi, so they want to force the court to disbar Johnny Kulendi. They want to force the court to make sure say omogu Johnny Kulendi enimase, and that it might make Johnny Kulendi react. It might make Johnny Kulendi now start to go against the court. They want to set Johnny Kulendi up. They want to make sure, say, they put some anger in Yoni Kulendi for Yoni Kulendi to rebel because the highest achievement, Judge Beko, is to be in the Supreme Court. On the table, you can see clearly, say, this Achim group, they don't have anything on Jakpa. Yoni Kulendi no more targeted because they wanted him to do some job. Yoni Kulendi says, now I'm rational. Ghana is on a reset course. I am not going to fall for that. So right now, they have turned around to go after Yoni Kulendi. And it's no more, yes, sir. Don't get it twisted. This is politics. Ekufuado and the MPP for they are pained. Obi just say Afenyo Makin. He's pained because Afenyo Makin. Nani we are seeing nani Tokonu. The political career was built around Tokonu. Yeah. Afenyo Makin became Afenyo Makin when, from time Tokonu be Chief Justice. We all know who actually took Afenyo Makin serious. Every single thing he said was a joke to everyone. His conduct, his demeanor, his temperament. He was a child. He's still a child in parliament. But Afenyo Makin knew, say, Tokonu na or Shawona or any chocho muchono, Tokonu can make Afenyo Makin look relevant in the eyes of the people who support corruption. And what happened was that when Tokonu was the Chief Justice, Afenyo Makin became very powerful. Every small thing, they also let's go to Supreme Court. Because he knew that his partner, who is Tokonu, would do everything possible to make Afenyo Makin look powerful and relevant. In this whole study, Afenyo Makin's political life from 2000, from like 3 years ago, it was built around Tokonu. He was so bold to tell even the Speaker of Parliament his mind. Because we are there, we end up in the Supreme Court. And my best friend is the mom there. And Afenyo Makin basically was riding on the back of Tokonu to disrespect the Constitution. And it's not even in Parliament, at a point, he feels to say he knows more than the Speaker of Parliament. He feels to say, Assembly of Parliament, which is an independent body that makes its laws, Afenyo Makin is able to take Parliament's situation and give it to Tokonu because he knows Tokonu will be on his side. And Tokonu made Afenyo Makin that ignorant. Only Afenyo Makin enya some sense of entitlement. Tokonu na ema Afenyo Makin feel say or powerful in Ghana. So imagine Senka MPP win elections now. Can the Afenyo Makin in the Supreme Court be? Sometimes you people forget easily. Sometimes you people don't sit and analyze. Senka you mistake the time to me ma MPP. Do you know what Afenyo Makin would have used Tokonu for? Unim the this Supreme Court be? Do you know? Even in the middle of an election year, Afenyo Makin and his group in Parliament decided to make sure, say, opposition leader Ato Forson, they wanted to deliberately jail Ato Forson. They supported the agenda. They supported the Attorney General. They sat back and they tried to use the Supreme Court led by Tokonu to make sure Ato Forson is jailed. Imagine we handed power over to the MPP. Count him the Afenyo Makin by ye. Ankamunim de Afenjoma Keme Ogana. And I'm refi sit back and look at Afenjoma's body language when Tokonu was the CJ. Na ye analysis nebusa say, intinka 2 mina nane, enanka MPP, wini power, and a more majority of parliament, unim dianke besi wogana. Unim dianka Afenjoma Keme Tokonu beye. You have no idea. You have no idea. And anytime I say, power now a different no, it should be with us for 42 years. And when I say it should be with us, it should be with right-thinking Ghanaians who want to protect the constitution and the democracy of this nation. And the only people who can do that is us Ghanaians. And when I say us Ghanaians, people who believe in democracy. The NDC believes in democracy. People who believe in what we call unifying the nation. The NDC believes in that. People who believe in the rule of law. Saying keeping power when near the manko for we are done. How many power crowd would you can street in so? You not to me when we get power. When somebody is in opposition and he starts to make that statement, Sandy Pani is dangerous. Because until say or agri bonning, 2 minutes be doing seven wedding can catch the unya 2 minutes or the bay. And some person who say MPP is dangerous, watch their listen to their statement and watch their body language. You not to me, you not to me, you now the 2 minutes bay. We some say unya 2 minutes, they number some the bay. Unya 2 minutes the bay. It means I agree with Mutrim. On somebody 2 minutes deal. On somebody 2 minutes suppress obi on your munyagene. On somebody 2 minutes essay chrono. On somebody 2 minutes demo so for years. And until we hear 2 minutes. And yet 2 minutes on person on the moche. And yet 2 minutes on person on the mojene. And yet 2 minutes on person on the moko abenkrum. Ekasi yanchi Ghana. And yet 2 million person on mode shower so. They are entitled. They feel entitled. Yet 2 minutes. When we get power, the mentality is to me, Ghana for so. But that's not what we want. We want people who govern with us, like what John Mahama and Nana Opoku-Agyeman are doing, what the NDC is doing now. And everybody is free to demonstrate. Nobody is being attacked. For 9 months or almost 10 months, a month for a demonstration of Ghana, attacking will be. That shows us that the government of the day wants to govern. They were not eager for the power to rule you. They wanted the power to govern with you. John Mahama, Nana Opoku-Agyeman, they are governing with you. The MPP needs power to rule. And if you don't take care, now come to me, Manko, for here. This is the NPP. You see today, their own general secretary, Atro petitioner, Koma party, ni Kache party, ni say, Abronye, we did the atem, we go party who fin, Abronye, onimi nyansa, party mpenifuan trainer, so general secretary or petition party disciplinary committee. This is a party that want to me. Now busa these were the same people who were on the street a week ago and saying yeah huna biya demonstration. These were the same people normally radio Sunni TV so a defending Abronye Ponchiwe. This guy, he was on UTV. He was defending Abronye. All because now Abronye there no Odi Mahama atem. Na Abronye di Duncan William atem. Na Abronye di Lordina Mahama atem. Na Abronye di NDC mpedifo atem. Na Abronye di Ghana for mochichire Ghana atem. Na akwa we Justin Kodua Kwasi Ampenyiwe. He was on TV. Na ne show abone to na o defend Abronye. And Abronye abui oya ponchinya wa ma no de banche ho na ne dam na aba no. We nya banche ho na anwo e na wadane na no. And then they all attack you. Mom say any we should write a petition. Yantwi Abronye aso. You people were all over the place. You were all over the place. Why? It's freedom of speech. We cannot speak in Ghana again. Abronye is still speaking in Ghana. Mama Ponchino, Mama na Banchona Manaria man, the more deny the Banchono. Now was started Eke Kamwa. Moka say, Yantiasia, ye court disciplinary committee, Yankochi Abronye so. This is freedom of speech. Tama na Abronye Edi John Mahama Temno, yeah. Ade Ghana, Kasabua, yes, can be Kasabua and Sheni. We are free to talk. Not Sala Cow, Kwasiana, the 2 fin, the 2 binino. Salam, Mustafa na kwati botono, Nana Bina na Funsa Danzano, and Kwasiafu ya Salai, Yan Tiasia, Abronye and Kobiasam, we did John Mahama Temintidian, we did Lord Mahama Temintidian, we did Sedin Keta, we did this water Temintidian, and there Abronye Paponchin, or Pe Banchona, we only be no, I started Rimwa, Mosamon Tiasia. And Abronye pe banche huna we. Mama, modi akoya she buom, and I'm sorry a banche huna na mode man no ori and ori. And then the way nya banche huna banche abaya mananwe. And a ponchi and the odimochi eri montoma, mosemon tiase, moko report no ahimfie, mo bottom. Freedom of speech, no. You people groomed this goat. Koto de ne bodja MPP 9. MPP in 9. Near to Kromha. Justin Kodrian and Kwasia for they mounted every platform. Mr. S, get me videos. They were all over the place. What has Abronye done? Abronye ya den. What did Mahama temtis dian? Mahama, Ediana, and this one country Kufuado. Ediana, Abronye, na Abronye Kwasi, na no mama, can Kwasia sem. Share in conform sponsor me show ye. Say Obama, Fanti comedy. Ya ira. Sankwasi for di Lord Dina Mahama tem omuni evidence bia sa Justin Kodria na no ebutu se koto baby kwasi ampanyi betena TV so defend omo akosia menu opese okodi MP wa denta oba besia ne tososo kwasia onyonko ba dina social media kase obetwa onyonko ba ti wo akosia medu your claim to fame was just marrying Edian Macmenu ba ekobo jantra be di politics echi kwasia kosia menu akutamisika se me kwa koyi nkofo we adentira omoso me kun Lord na Mahama nti wo akosia menu ohwini se bini na ne ho tantantantan na nim se de transo to dame na kwasia ba ko gina police station ye be yi omo wo akosia menu edien na wo ye MPP mu Max International se de endien nipa bayi na Ghana ma report wo akosia menu na oba besia your claim to fame in MPP was to hold Rebecca Kufuor's bag and at the end of the day marry McMenu's son to be used like his soap kwasia na wote ujina police station say me kwa yi omo di deal Dina Mahama attempt so me couldn't it is okay na kwasia ba te say wade a chia wo say identify for nkoto ababa wo ohun fun se bini na san kwasiafo ni nam Ghana na on TV so I saw him bomb and they are doing contribution and kwasia ni abetena mo be DMP who fin this same akosia menu time 2020 yeto abawie people were demonstrating say the akoso nye okase Ghana police enhwe so hyengu Ghana for demonstrators so akosia menu siaba ema we na me di o matamu no ma na me ka kire mo me bu ma pa o ba oba kwasia me mu da me bu mapa but oba kwasia me mu oba kwasia o never oba kwasia me mu oba kwasia na wo ye oba na wonya kwasia de na oba tumi gina social media ka so obeku nyonko ba oye president yire no akoja police station say me kwa command bail because I support what she's doing oba kwasia me mu oba kwasia o I respect women who respect themselves and internet Abronye odidi omo say omo petition party no na party ntwa Abronye aso mo betwa aponche aso aponche a yasa bone lagatin enkwasiafo mugu party we mo say nwan mugu MPP mo say nwan mo say impete mo hu fin mo nwene ejimifo ma ye ka bibia kire mo a tribe ye ka bibia kire mo a enibre ye ka bibia kire mo a ye ntiase ende mo se mo de Abronye na Abronye so akasa osedian me say Abronye wawe banche hono a beduru this point hwene nim hwene ho fin we original chairman na me ekwa meti a metu kwan kakra me nie bie na ma be di MPP echi na wei na bonofo ne bi na ejimi ntra bonofo mo MPP no mo ejimi aponchi wei na ye mo chairman na people like us ye tu kwan kakra ye nim the difference between aponchi ni nipa na mabaka say we ya me chairman na oti abrochire say me ya bunu ni ya MPP ni me chairman ni Abronye uyo dwan uyo dwan Abronye say wate bodi na ko disciplinary committee a obeba na opese e ka no asem no wo camera mu sane be ya obi abehwe bi won aponche ya bone lagatin o e danger say preko 30 freedom of speech na nie kwasiafo party a mo agimi sei de ye dwene ho a mo ntiase party a mo agimi sei ye dwie ye mu bibia nyeye kwasia we agimi o Ghana ye kan bibia say you people should try and stop this fool na Kevin Taylor did atoni ante na Kevin Taylor did atoni Abronye di nkwasia sam Abronye agimi Moma na ponche, moma a bunch of woman and win on that. Yes, that be, Yababa Lagatin. Moma Abronye bunch of wono, yes, I MP for freedom of speech. Yes, we are punch you, or ya punch you, or ya punch yasano. Moma na air punch bini, na ondina. Yes, that be about Lagatin, and I'm born a Lagatin. Black Maria and you're born a Lagatin. Dear, and I'm what Abronye shake Jim, I'm born a Lagatin. Also, we be here TV, and I'm born a Lagatin. Mobon Lagatin. Now, we know Paponchi, Aponchi, Banchona, we know when you've been or Remontuma, what I'm Quasia say, Moko disciplinary committee in 9. Ya catch them. Yes, ya kwa we obeti chain. Akwa we onyenipa we oya ponchi. Mumbo board in term na mumfani ship. Yes, antiasia freedom of speech. Na Kevin Taylor ye na John Mahama didn't tell na yeden. Edian yan can't John Mahama. Samija Fiki can't say me. Yes, abwa we or a dangerous. We oya ponchi. Aponchi and show ayabako. Mum man aponchi. Mum man edi banchi hono na onda. Mumbo cage in intem. Cage in munyan da dear cage. Yes, yes, freedom of speech, freedom of movement. Oya ponchi to me ko baby. Ada ni achichira ponchino. O dia tema anti dia. Me se monchi chire ni cage. Mumma cage ni steel cage. Yanti yes, we dia ni pano no. Me se akwa no. Oya ponchi o. Ne show ayabako. Mo ena mo sorry anopa na mabone lagatin. No ti ohia TV. We anopa ewia na mabon lagatin pi no abetena TV ya kale de japo we anyway na ye ni age odidi ja Muhammad na masoro anopa na mabon lagatin we na way kwasia na mabon lagatin wie no ope banche hunu awo abanche hunu awe na onya bi na nda okuta montade no owe montade amosi yenko de sra committee kwasiafo osomo famra TV so ronya aponchi clean omu bibida. Ya bowe Lagatin sabe 8 months. Afi na start wimu orimu brisie orimu mukente orimu mahendi chinie orimu chale afi na mo se de ye fa ne ko discipline ne ko de den. Ya bon Lagatin 8 months. Wa start wi mo ma no mo fa ne hye kagim na mo ma na aponchi bini ene den banche hono ma na wi don dabi mahamanti dabi Kevin Taylor anti na Kevin Taylor di atani anti ana me yo. And I'm born Lagatin P. Oh, here TV. No more Lagatin P. Oh, here TV. Yantazi, your mama. Oh, yeah, mama. Yeah, born Lagatin. Namu born a crack. Buref is a Lagatin. I'm born a conveyance. There you go, boy. Every week, Jimmy Senko. More MP. So I punch in. I'm born a Lagatin Abronye no. And the Lagatin attitude in the show. Or you want to babu. Kwasia for. Mu bibiada. More. Mo party me say 2028 me gu no enkwase afom de akire ebi kwa kote party foforo me ka kire mo say ma hyemobo the only thing am obetum dia pata me MPP eye sikidwa kofi mo ntam mbre me am fansi me fie na afi me hu say makoma ba me atobiye minim say mo nye the only thing am obetum pata me no say mo ntum ntam sikidwa kofi ansi plane mu first class enfam brembo me fie o DC ha my man fancy me hall and fan chira for say you see skejago fee na mo anfa mbre me good party no it two things give me skejago fee and I'll give you your freedom. Give me skejago fee and I'll give you your freedom. So one time skejago fee and mama call I mean you we na men kan na tie ne ye me catch them when MPP for the day am come me yirasem the day am so mo choleta am ye me yire di e America. A whole political party motena say more year press conference because of my wife. That is the day I told my soul, me say me good party no. There are two things, but it's either you give me sikidwa kofi or you will languish in your pain and I'll destroy the party. Give me sikidwa kofi and I'll give you freedom. Someone tam sikidwa kofi and chame a call. MPP no 28 me guno. Party bia mo beti bia me guno. You have no idea. Now we just say media grow. Me chere mo bosu me dua me bro. Me din anka say de wo me de to me de inso si me mano so. Kevin e ko Boadu Taylor. Me sada. Me yo bi biniba senya me sitia na mes to me sada. Se me sesa na ye wusuban na ba na basa intijai kasa. Me sada Reggie Sam George. Ebe ye press conference ka chere say DSTV4 on your matinasi, a committee was put together. and committee nitna any DSTV for tenase no at the end of the day no omo etumi a negotiate deal bi ama Ghana subscribers yene Ghana for omo DSTV cable no another DSTV decoder no and also omo subscribers of DSTV channel no enti the communication minister no ebe chire mu chire now Boadu Otchere Endre Nyumbre ebe ya ade bi. You see, the problem I have with these people, and I say, you might not like the NDC. It is fine. Me, I don't like the NPP. And it's not like I don't like the NDC for no reason. I have showed people, machre from day one, the reason why I don't like the NPP. Even though I started and I'm still part of the NPP, Cadbury member, I don't like them. And Mama Ghana for the reason why I tell me the NPP for them, me wonjina so. Me were fact, me were evidence, me were nyomo mu a bomb mind here, Emma Mempel Masam. Intimino, I have a reason. Intimempe MPP asam. Now you Paul Adom Otchere. If you don't like NDC, it's fine. If you just don't like the NDC, anything about the NDC, it's okay. And you never pay NDC asam. But you see, to use a platform like Metro TV, anytime I'm saying I have a problem with Zoom Lion. If Zoom Lion today is facing problems in his business, it is because of his Metro TV. Zoom Lion, if he is struggling with his business, if his Zoom Lion company is struggling, it is because of Metro TV. All the enemies Zoom Lion today he's calling for himself or he has called for himself, it is because of Metro TV. So that is the reason. And Zoom Lion should give this some serious thinking. Let's see. Zoom Lion bra bre when it comes to Juma and the amanfobi epese almost frustrated because of Metro TV and the Boadu Otchere. The deliberate way Boadu Otchere use with TV the say nipa or the politics or the said that etwa sebio na onim se eyatro no eno na ende wo Zoom Lion you are reaping Boadu Otchere's sins. So as far as Boadu Otchere down with Metro TV, Zoom Lion, I am telling you for a fact, I love you as a businessman and as a Ghanaian, your business will not thrive. I am being honest with you. It's a fact. Now, Boadu Otchere, you might not like NDC, I get it. Inti Endra, Sam George Bay announcement, they just wanted a way to try and make it look like, say, Sir, offer now Sam George Nyaye, the negotiation, the Ghana for Nyaye, they want to find a way and make it look like, say, it is not even good. Now you have a reason, you can stand anywhere else and try and find a way to make it look like it is not good. But you see, to go to the extent of lying, deliberately lying about something, dangerous to the development of this nation. And Makache Ghana for Jandam Nema Ekufu the BD president. The likes of Paul, the likes of Kukubako, Egbert Fable, Kwame Sefakai, the likes of these politicians parading on our radios as journalists, omunomde a canker like Ekufu Baumia Breye, those cankers. Sankofona, a repackaged Ekufuado, a corrupt Ekufuado, a liar like Baumia, a diseased political party like MPP. Omunomo package Dimaya say it is a party we can trust in, and it's on destroy Ghana for the past 8 years. Omudriga Ghana no. But we are not going to allow this to go on again. Now, here Paul Adom Otchere. After a communication ministry, make an announcement and say, different packages are DSTV demano. And Rami Church Ghana for at this point, Obi Art and Wasi. Now, Paul Baya DBN. Now, before I make a video, let me show you this first. Paul Adom Otchere, answer Obeye Ghana Airport Company Limited board chair. He was a member of NCA. And you know, say NCA, their job is to regulate the media space in Ghana. When it comes to the ethics, when it comes to the rules and regulations governing how media houses or our media space is being run, how it's supposed to be clean, how we are not supposed to allow some of the media outlets, whether radio, TV, whatever. We need to make sure we have a media, whatever they contribute or whatever they put on air or put out, it should economically, socially, political benefit to the nation in a positive way. So the job of NCA is to be the gatekeepers when it comes to media in Ghana. And when I say media, the TVs, the radios, the prints, those are the kind of things that they have to make sure say our system ni mu a ayeden sebio e wonte na edwuma na ebo no eboa Ghana for. Paul Adom Otchere before obeye and obeye Ghana Airport Company Ekufuado appointed no to be the board chair of Ghana Airport Company no na or a board member of NCA, National Communication Authority. Enti Paul Adom Otchere onya two of the most biggest positions, MPP positions, as so no. Paul Adom Otchere occupy those two positions. These are the people on ebeye members. This is the group. Into West Stadia, Paul Adom Otchere na on the far right, nippon about red tie no, edubu ahinya, and yedina kojina court no. He was on the board of NCA with Paul Adom Otchere. That is why Paul Adom Otchere is defending edubu ahin. Maybe chiro ansana makore jandam no so. You see, from left, Paul Adom Otchere far left, no. From Paul Adom Otchere, when you count 1, 2, 3, that third person, no, on your friend Philip Ayensu, PDS. Philip Ayensu too was on ADA NCA board. I'm telling you, make sure the connection. This is what they do. They have been running and lying to you people and using you to make money. Into Paul Adom Otchere is a Juma Ben or also I'm a media person. Onye Jumebia, Konkonsa, in Chatoswo. Mamenko Dania Semwe, Memin Konko any say, Namina Day, me Yentuameka. That is what he does. Paul has no job. Ubisa Paul also, I'm a media practitioner. You know what? I'm part of an event there, Onye Juma. That is what they do. So this is the board of Edian, NCR, na Edubu Hankaho, Anoche Kaho, Paul Adom Otchere Kaho. Paul Adom Otchere was made a board member of NCA in 2017. Ekufuado ba power and the Paul Kotena NCA so. I'm taking it slow. Nana Danko Ekufuado ba power. 2017 and you move Paul Echo NCA board so. He was on the board for about 4 years. So you now understand how Chairman won to me munyina enya license ne Gabi Ocheda komunya asase radio license ne ade no aha. It was because Paul Adom Otchere was on the board of NCA. On the ade edubu ahemo. And he stayed there for like 4 years. Paul Adom Otchere. Now, let's go listen to Paul Adom Otchere Endra. He basically sat down to try and lie about DSTV, Dilna Communication Ministry. And remember, so be a member of NCA for 4 years, sir. Between you and I, he should know better when it comes to how a TV operates in Ghana. Whether through satellite, whether through whatever, that person should have knowledge about TV operations. When it comes to a satellite, when it comes to subscription, when it comes to how TVs operate within, outside, whether digital, analog, that person at least for 4 years will have a clear understanding of how TV operates in Ghana, whether commercial, whether national, government owned, whether whatever. That person sitting on NCA board, should know. Hey. But we're Jimmy who be that. And before I address this, Trend Talk GH, I've heard you are streaming my show. Shut it down now before I take your page down. I'm very easy person. I'm open-minded. I like it when people have their platforms to also send messages. Do not tempt me. Trend Talk GH, in the next 1 minute, shut my show down. You don't have any permission from my network to stream my show. If you still want to keep your page and keep your numbers, and I hate to do that, I don't want to take your page from you. Because if you make me activate that, you will not have that page again. And I know you make a little bit of money from that page. I want you to keep living on the page. I'm giving you 5 minutes. Shut that show down in 5 minutes. Trend Talk GH. Trend Talk GH. Shut it down. Dumuno. Now, yenye Paul Adom Otchere, and as a Ghanaian, utie akwa we TV so first na yedwin se we mum ni minyansa they no can be brebe nyina ne say Sam George deal now okofa bae no ompe na nanka o say Sam George oye den o protect eye TV sa omo DSTV so et say UTV Joy News TV3 City den or say I was say Sam George mom advocate say I was say sa channels na omo DSTV so no I was say sa channels ni nyesika if you say DSTV air show omo channels na nyenye bia DSTV a public school. DSTV, a public school. Now, in his comments, he also said that why is it that when your decoder you don't pay and your subscription is cut, and I say your subscription only GTV works on TSA? It is because or say DSTV for him say GTV forward so many viewers, and so even when almost subscription. The wako tia say sister Ghana a month and when tia na etwema adena GBC nkwaba e will say or say DSTV for him say omo GBC or customers bebre entina ye twa wo channel no kura GBC ne de eba Paul we Jimmy maka bibia kire mo say nkofo we ya so Jimmy for so abedu 2025. Paul is not supposed to be talking on TV where Jimmy psychologically is not stable. How can you just stand on TV and telling Ghana for say DSTV that is a private entity. DSTV now onuaba Ghana with your tax to operate in Ghana. Oye ne jumano. Obida ne deshe so no. You are saying say onu DSTV ni mom ehia UTV. DSTV ehia TV3. DSTV here Joy News into without Joy News and GTV or Adom FM no Adom TV no DSTV cannot achieve a customer base now open onya. Now the question here is TV station ben and the word DSTV swa omaba bontia beka che Ghana for say sebio DSTV ebe pa omo chew say they want to put their channel on their decoder. Which TV station in Ghana? The reason why you see a TV station like GBC still in operation and I say still working, say DSTV for HO decoder moi. It is because almost GBC as a national television, and they give GBC that credence, that almost leverage because they are operating in Ghana and they see GBC as the mouth of the nation. Into at least GBC there it needs to stay on. Because Ku Ghana, the only place Ghanaians are going to hear say Ku Ghana, no, it's only through GBC. Saying that the president of the republic, Peso Kasa, it is only through GBC. So, uko every country, uko Nigeria, the Nigerian national television, no, it is on. Say you try to decode them, the SABC in South Africa Broadcasting Corporation. Say you try to decode them, SABC still runs. It is not because they are taking money from SABC, or at the end of the day, it is the customer base of SABC. It is something they do because they see that national television say at least it should be a default channel. And the other ones offer the national television still be doing what it should still be running. So they have given them special designation. Into Yabao Chrome or Tanzania National Television, not your special designation, no a static, a default channel. Into Udiko and Yechemukra, the Tanzanian National Television will work because you wanted to say national or public broadcast and not the abide there. And as some case here to minor, it is only through the public broadcast. And make us the national broadcast and non kwana Ghana for Yebehu. Into when DSTV leaves GBC, so decoder went to GBC bar. It is not because DSTV just say GBC was some coverage be it will keep GBC viewers. No. How many people watch GBC on DSTV? But then let's go into the detail. Paul Adom Otchere is mad with Jimmy. You know, Makacha must say, when these people stand on TV and doing, this, no, a couple of what, with Jimmy, 90% of some Kenyan send him. Now, now, when you even take a little bit of your time and when you take a little bit of your time, or see, people subscribe to DSTV because of UTV. People subscribe to DSTV because of Adom TV. People subscribe to DSTV because of GBC. People subscribe to DSTV because of City News. No, Paul Adom Otchere is stupid. And Paul Adom Otchere was on the NCA board for over 4 years. He is not speaking like somebody who has no knowledge about NCA and how they operate. Onim no kurano, but Jimmy no washer than the old Jimmy and your politics. Paul Adom Otchere sat on the board of NCA. Time and now the NCA board, so no. Now UTV or DSTV, now City or DSTV, now Joy News or DSTV, now Adom or DSTV. Under Ekufuado 8 years, he did not have a problem. Suddenly, he is telling Ghana for say to protect local content. I was say communications minister Sam George, any DSTV for Kokon say. UTV na DSTV so no what DSTV man run or Ghana because DSTV is tapping into the UTV their viewership into our say DSTV tamsi katuchiri die edema UTV Paul Yakwasia. Anytime we busa a simple question say why na Ghana ha what to say DSTV anantiako TV station be to say Adom se me pamocho. I want you to come and put your channel on DSTV. How do you get on DSTV? So we are UTV. How do you get on DSTV? The Benny says the DSTV is working from TV to TV, giving them promotion and begging them say come and be on DSTV because your viewership, UTV show-based viewership in DSTV will give UTV a slot on DSTV. The Benny would say Sadia Nibi Paul with Jimmy Bruta. Makacham say MPP for no. These are people who have been on our TVs for years. Now, let's just take our time. I'm not even going to do serious research. Let's just ask AI. And just because Paul is not that intelligent for us to spend our time on. Paul is Jimmy. And you see, they just don't want to admit to say Sam George has done something right. Now, the question is simple. Say, Moamoka say, Moamu use what we call DSTV access. Now, and they are still $99. You can still watch DSTV Family and get 95 plus channels. So we'll see. $190 now. Why don't you still pay the $190? Before I go to Paul, more complaining like the Pauls Omamaka MP before Jimmy Fono. At the end of the day, now we 190 Ghana cedis for 95 channels. Now we 99 Ghana cedis for 75 channels. Now, Sandy Polo 99, no, yes, under 99 and on Beji 95 channels. And I will say, one Tiasia, and you 199, 95 na and phobia. If you still want to pay 95 Ghana cedis and still watch the 95 channels, somebody is still going to pay if you want to pay 190 and watch the 95 channels, or be sorry to be 99, no, actually 95 channels. It's at this point, you know, Sana would 190 Ghana cedis a month. Now, and there. You see, 190 Ghana cedis a month, you know, and the Ubetia 95 Ghana, Ubetia 99 Ghana. Why don't you step down? Why don't you move from 199 to 190 to 99 Ghana cedis? And I'm Jimmy. Who know been a TFA? Who DSTV no? Utia 99 Ghana cedis. O channels A 75. O next door neighbor, Utia 190 Ghana cedis. The channels no A 95. And there's Sam George, NDC are buying say. Nipa na otua 99 Ghana no and the ye baba man 95 channels obetua 95 Ghana na. Now what would 190? What do? You step down and come and pay 99 Ghana too and do what? And get 95 channels. And then when you step down from 190 to 99, how much do you save? You save close to 100 Ghana cedis. So Sam George did not give you a good deal. So I hear people like Bernard Avle, any Omoma can say, Sam George, the deal, who now also use 190, now so use 190, stay at 190. Why are you complaining? We never know 99. And as Sam George say, 99 on channel still no 95 channel instead of 75 channels. Also would 190 Ghana cedis a month for 95 channel. Sam George says step down and come and pay 99 and still get your 95 channel. Also on Tiasie. We are kwasia. And Tiarintino, we should come and sit on TV and do discussions on it. We are dying. Where Jimmy? Sam George deal is that wherever you are, you can step down and get the same value. That's all. step down in your amount you are paying every month and get an added on value of what you watch. Into more 190 no. So also 190 won't tiasia down to 190 no. Yeni 99 there. You bet 99 you show 190 channels no. Yeni 99 no. You bet 99 Ghana no. But you no bet 95 channels no. So when Jimmy na so bet 190 or 95 channels na ayo problem. So when you will step down from 190 Ghana cedis to 99 and still enjoy 95 channels and save 100 Ghana cedis. Into say ushe adieni year and this year buying some George, you know, every single ayadien bouquet bia now whatever no, people are saving over 100 Ghana or 200 Ghana cedis. Premier na ya ode and also with you will not step down because old feel so bet 190 when you're from Paul Adom Otchere when you MPP ni stay there and pay 190. You bet 99 Ghana, you know, 95 channels. Now, let's take our time and go back to Boadu Otchere. Stupid analysis now. Now, this is how it works. Team, stay with me. Now, Ubusa AI, you don't even have to worry yourself too much. This is what you get. Why you still see GTV when your subscription ends? These are the answers to Boadu Otchere's foolishness. At the Kudientia or subscription, when to near Chum, now down GTV any public service broadcasting. GTV is Ghana's national broadcaster, and multi-choice is required to keep it accessible even when subscription expire. This ensures citizens can still access important public information, news, and national events. It's the reason why Udikoda no when to any chuma GBC da ho ban say AI crack catch say it is because they want to ensure say the citizenry, because GBC GTV and national television people are still supposed to access news, they are supposed to access very important information, they are supposed to be able to watch national events, and intina Udikoda ni chumukura GBC da ho gina so. This is coming from Paul explanation. I say until board so that with Jimmy, and I keep telling you, sir, MPP for journalists for me and Kwasia for they don't read. No wonder Paul watch your law school as about 30 or 20 law school. With Jimmy, he's naturally stupid. Now, when you go to regulatory agreement, this is what it says. Trend Talk TV, shut the show down. Trend Talk TV. End my show before I take your channel from you. I don't want to get pissed off. Trend Talk TV. End the show. Mr. P, Mr. S, get the screenshot for me. Start working on it, Mr. P. Mr. S, give it to legal to let them work on it. I'll take the page from him. Mr. P, take a screenshot of it. I'll put it on the screen as evidence and we'll add it to. We will make sure they are taken off YouTube because I'll add this piece to it that I gave you several warnings to end the stream. And it's been about 10 minutes. You are still ending the stream. And I'll show you where power lies. Trend Talk TV, end the show. Now, when you go to the regulatory agreement, in many countries, DSTV maintains access to at least one free-to-air, that is FTA channel, usually the national broadcaster, based on local broadcasting regulations or licensing agreement. And when it comes to regulatory agreement, what DSTV does is say, Omuko ekrobia swa, omu national television, per the agreement of mine, they make sure they keep the national television as a static channel, as a free-to-air channel. No, they put it on the decoder for free. They make sure say a child decoder and also a subscription at the end of the day, no, you will still see national television. That is what it says. That is why you child decoder and also subscription you still see GBC. There's nothing, and you say GBC will view BR. Majority of the people in Ghana more DSTV. It is because they want to watch foreign content. It's not because they want to watch UTV. 99.99% of the people are more DSTV or Ghana. They want to watch things that are outside Ghana. Normal content if you people want to watch foreign content. That is why people at the end of the day subscribe to DSTV. People don't go buy DSTV decoder because of UTV, because of Adom TV, because of City, because of Joy News. That's stupid. People are on DSTV because they want to be able to enjoy CNN. They want to watch Al Jazeera. They want to watch the Premiership, the La Liga, the Serie A. They want to watch foreign movies, blockbusters. They want to watch what is not in Ghana. Until when somebody goes to get a DSTV decoder, that's Adom TV also. It is not because of Adom TV until the DSTV decoder. 99% of people in Ghana who watch Adom TV, they don't watch it on DSTV. Now, when you move forward, make somebody could enter Paul Momo Jimmy. Don't listen to such fools. Somebody who sat on NCA board for over 4 years. See the analysis is because on Pep Sam George because the deal now Sam George Akunyama Ghana for no, it is unprecedented. It been see that they don't know how to say let's commend this person. This government has done well. They still don't understand the modern day politics. Now, Uku Enima, do Ghanaian channel pay to be on DSTV? Do Ghanaian channels? Omu Busa say, Yebusa say, Ghanaian channels no more DSTV, Ghana for channels. Omu Tiana. Now these way this is just AI. And when you go pick DSTV documentations, what we are telling you, you will see it clearly there. Paul with Jimmy, he's just doing jandam. Or your true for or your dada for Deuteronomy bekuno, Deuteronomy no Bible no. That quotation will kill Paul. And then the part of Beku Paulo, Obia Van and Sankano, quotation in the Bible called Deuteronomy. That Atrona Odino, that Deuteronomy will kill Paul. Now listen to this. Do Ghanaian channels pay to be on DSTV? It depends on the type of channel and the commercial agreement or arrangement with MultiChoice. That's DSTV parent company. Here is how it generally works. Almost say TV's channels na at that DSTV so na local channels no. Sebio omu tia sike ma DSTV ana. Ena definite ena answer ne say it depend agreement na sa TV station chrono. That UTV no, that TV3 no, sa Adom TV no, sa local channel no. It depends the agreement between that private entity and DSTV as a private entity. Now, uko enima de neka. Public broadcaster. Usually, public broadcaster like GTV usually don't pay to be on DSTV. Their inclusion is often mandated by regulatory agreement with the government or the National Communication Authority. Or see, GBC, channel B to say GBC, channel B to say GBC. Majority of the time, no, and na debiano, GBC no, omoni eye DSTV for no agreement through NCA, which Paul Adom Otchere was a board member. Kwasia. So Paul Adom Otchere knows, say for GBC or GTV being on DSTV, no, they have an agreement, GBC through NCA as a government entity, no, they have an agreement with MultiChoice. If Paul Adom Otchere knows, say, GBC being on DSTV channel, no, the government even has an agreement with MultiChoice. It is not because because of the viewership. It is because it's a standard practice. So how can somebody who has been on NCA board for 4 years, Obejina TV so can kwasi asem say na tade se batakaria yampa menwie ebeke kan kwasi asem obobobo kwasi eduro wi a na wabetena oku se Ghana fo ejimi. Now when you go to the goal is to ensure universal access to public service content, especially news, education and national events. So the reason why it's here NCA for any DSTV tenase and a MultiChoice omo mother company no etenase ekase for GBC to so for free no and say omo pese Ghana for nyina so enya access to GBC. That is all. That is all. It is not because GBC feel say and a DSTV who say GBC will viewership be a oh be that. No, it is because what they do is say a standard they do because they want the citizenry to also have access to their national television. Now, when you move forward, this is what it says. I say commercial channels like UTV, Adom TV, Metro TV. Now, I find about commercial channels now. Omuda DSTV, so no, almost the end to saying, Omutia na, and I say DSTV the copy omocho. Momentie na Paul with Jimmy. These channels may enter into mutual carriage agreements with MultiChoice. You see, Adom TV, UTV, Metro TV. Channels na wo DSTV so no they as a private entity, as business, commercial business entity, no, they sit and have an agreement with multi-choice. Agreement, as such as saying, omo multi-choice tena sika se, ye pesi ebetena mu TV ne so. Dey na wa agreement ni mu. Multi-choice nso obi akon so beda DSTV so. Multi-choice enkopa Adom FM chew se beda DSTV so. Between the two private entities, they sit and they talk and they have agreement. Why you as a local channel to say, UTV, Adom TV, Metro TV, why you want to be on? Because multi-TV are privately owned. And yet national television, they came to Ghana to make money. Now, when you move forward, it says this. In some cases, no money changes hands. In some cases, meaning, if you want some particular package, you pay. But in some cases, no money changes hands. Instead, the channel gets exposure to a wider audience while DSTV enriches its local content offering. Now, DSTV about Ghana. DSTV operates in Ghana. Multi-choice or Ghana. As much as multi-choice, our foreign channels, he want to also attract Ghanaians to be buying to be watching on the channel. So what they do is, when TVs come to them and say, we want to be on your channel, as a money-making or a profit-making entity, they will say, yes, sit on our channel. Because when you sit on our channel, you will attract more Ghanaians to buy our decoder. Nobody forced UTV to come and sit, so they have to be paid. So UTV, say multi-choice is making money out of them, UTV can go to court. Say TV3, Efili say multi-choice is taking advantage of them and that they are bringing 100 million viewers to multi-choice and a multi-choice is not giving them money back. They can go to court and seek for redress. Say Adom TV Fili say multi-choice no modasono omo nipa bebrebe 100 million Ghana for enyina ehwe multi-choice. Now some multi-choice mo musikebi na multi-choice for more. Adom TV has the right to go to court and it say they have agreements. An agreement, majority of the time, it is not to make money. It is basically somehow to also give the local channels opportunity. We are a local channel. Meaning, we say, Ebia ubie o channel na wako edima sangregwa untumi nkwe. Multi-choice travels around. Multi-choice eko echiricheon. Now multi-choice say brabet na so keke. Now what the advert sika wa the air locally you are making your money, you are sitting on multi-choice, more people are seeing your TV channel. So we are rather taking advantage of multi-choice. The local channels are making more from multi-choice than multi-choice making money from the local channels. Obiani Ghana okwakoto multi-choice decoder because of UTV. Obiani Ghana okwakoto multi-choice decoder or DSTV decoder because of Adom TV. Nobody goes to buy multi-choice decoder because of Joy News. Nobody does that in Ghana. Now, in other cases, channels might pay carriage fees or offer revenue sharing deals based on advertising depending on their reach and content value. Almost say channels no any multi-choice tenasia. Some point sikasem to me bem ni nyina saying ebia na sa channel no advert bia or carry no say or carry no multi-choice so a was say or ma multi-choice sikari bi because one say enya multi-choice na airman sa coverage na maybe sa advert no onya the number of viewership ohia into sitting on multi-choice. Some of the agreement some of the TV station will have to even sit to multi-choice and say we are going to pay you some money, and now multi-choice will say the other way around. So enya idea. At the end of the day, Obia show be say come and sit on multi-choice because you have numbers. TV Ben or Ghana what numbers change multi-choice. TV station Ben or Ghana what numbers change DSTV in Ghana. Which television station in Ghana? Television station Ben or Ghana. Television station Ben and what Ghana what numbers change DSTV. Television station Ben. Everybody is sucking the blood of DSTV. Every TV station on DSTV is sucking the DSTV blood. That is how it works. DSTV is giving them that platform because DSTV want to protect local content. Imagine say DSTV or Ghana. Now you need any Ghanaian content on DSTV. Obuoha or to South Africa. We heard South Africa DSTV all his life. Now he comes to Ghana as a tourist. Now he wants to see what Ghana so we watch. So that same person wants to watch DSTV, but he has an option to watch Ghana television. TV say what Ghana so. So at the end of the day, DSTV is becoming the platform where people who come to Ghana get to even see our local content. Into Obuoha, if you are a film producer, what's in America, sir, onim Ghana, and another people say, come and visit me in Ghana. Now that person comes to Ghana, the visitor na okoyeno, nipana o hostino, or DSTV one of them. This is a big time film producer or Europe or America. For a long time, or into movie production, on share Ghana local movie that. Now this man sits, picks the remote, goes through the channel. He stops at a channel. No, we see a Ghana movie. Now he sits and starts to watch and be like, this is how Ghanaians produce their movies. This is how their storyline is. For just seeing that, he will be interested in coming to Ghana to basically have a film here or produce a movie here. Now, DSTV, I'm a Ghana opportunity, DSTV created the avenue for people to even see our movie industry, because we are so Ghana movie channels. It is only on YouTube. How many people sit on YouTube to watch a whole channel? But when you're in Ghana, you will want to watch what is Ghana, and what is Ghana is sitting on DSTV. I want to watch their local channel, and I go through the cable to watch their local channel. When you go there, there's a cable, and the cable, majority of the time, especially the Caribbean countries, the cable in that hotel room, it is cable, cable, but you have other channels from other countries on that cable. But majority of there was and that is what Multi TV does. And this is coming from Adom Otchere, who sat on NCA board for 4 years, or your politics. Now, let me show you the last one. Premium or niche channels. Now, if a Ghanaian channel offers exclusive content, example, sports, movies, or religious programming, they might negotiate payment from DSTV or vice versa, depending on who holds the stronger bargaining power. Into your friend be premium or niche channels. Ebia, who a TV station or Ghana, you show sports, you show movies, religious programs. Now, with that one, you have to sit with DSTV. Now, on the DSTV, Tinasia, no, I chose a massa. So, program where there, you need to pay. And as a DSTV, back just say, who program where there, a gospel program, a preaching, it goes all the way to Europe. In fact, we want to give you something small to be giving us this program. That is what we call the niche channels. They target specific things. And Adom Otchere is speaking like a fool. He's doing politics. He's doing jandam, because Adom Otchere is a liar. And I wanted to kill this jandam because, you see, at their NDCIA, at their Sam George Ayano, they know that Sam George has done something years upon years. Nipa be brain to me yet. He has done it. And let's just give the guy credit. Go to South Africa. When you go to South Africa, DSTV, you can watch Joy News. Why? Argentina, South Africa for Enka say, Omu Joy News live free South Africa. Go to South Africa. Where you are in SA, you can watch Joy News. Do you have a problem with that? When you travel, and we need to understand something. Today in Ghana, when I send you a TV from America, you don't need to have a decoder to watch me. Every digital TV can give you what you want to watch. And the argument from Adom Otchere is weak. It is weak because we are in a digital world where TV stations are TVs are TV as television. They basically are digital television. Now, you don't need a decoder to watch Adom TV. You don't need a decoder to watch Loud Silence TV. You don't need a decoder to watch the Joy News. You only need a digital TV to watch any channel in Ghana. So, where from this issue of DSTV is taking advantage of local televisions? Because today, digital TV, you can watch any channel in Ghana. You might not be able to watch Super Sports because Super Sports is exclusive to DSTV. But any local channel in Ghana, so what digital TV, you can watch it. So Boadu Otchere is weak-minded. He's stupid. With Jimmy. And these are the people misleading Ghana for the people are stupid. They don't think. They sit on TV and mislead. They do jandam. They misinform because that is how they survive. That is how they live. The bottom line is, as much as we want DSTV to cut down their prices, DSTV rather projects Ghanaian content than anything. So, can you DSTV and can you movie industry? Yes. Nigerian movie industry became powerful because of DSTV. Let us admit, as much as we want them to cut down their price, DSTV are boy local content. They have basically projected our local content. That is the argument we need to be having. As far as we have a problem with DSTV, the charges no more charge, you know. Sikani was they have also helped in promoting our local content. And if we be able to to TV, actually any channel. And anywhere, and the TV waha, now me send it obi or Ghana. You hear so beso TV no channel will be or person or share Ghana bia local channel will be able to. So what is so extraordinary about what Adom Otchere is saying? I say artist be studio. I say when you go to the art center. Now I have some great artists art center. Okoha omoya painting and the church down. Oh here the studio I say art center. Flag is here, yeah the board actually ha, yeah the I say you can't do an issue ho. No ma tan. Your studio be ojinem. I say art center, obi shop or town paintings. And they are painting where they actually ha and they anyway. Oh the studio ojinem I say art center. Bibi won tan and you want to fight DSTV. Check DSTV and see their props, see their setting. And kwasia forward in Ghana and we do TV. Try the studio I say art center shop. I say me artist be our art center we painti dia down. E hot tan bibi wonwan. TV ba ko a what they actually down inti enja ho. Or the TV ba ko pe actually down ho and into automatically or intellectual or the TV actually down. Kwasia to o nice kokohwede. Watam TV actually down and or the paint that is was the auton art paintings wo art center kwasia and o twatro. Rømance abedru Ghana. Such a wonderful scene. President Abba, the Vice President, Professor Nana Opukwajiman, Aji President Fefefe, Amenyumbre, Aye Akonoyi, the President of the Republic, arrived in a commercial flight. British Airways, and Odebaye, Pini, and a President Sokotinemu, Wankoye, Moma private jet, Sewa Bruni team, Ye Jariwum, Mr. President Sotana, Pini Mubi, oh, Pinina Mentinaha, because we're a public servant. At this point, you know, the Falcon, as we speak, is under repair. Falcon and papa ebetuma say anytime bia still edahu abrochira ye hu Mr. President so onye ready on person be living lifestyle to say Kufuor lived like a drug lord. Kufuor lived like a cartel boss, and President Mahama does not want to live like that. Even though his security at this point, you know, we all should be concerned because when our president is joining commercial flight every single day. So people so didn't bonia. They have also started putting things in place to make sure that they harm the president. And we also need to consider the president's security. And as we move along, though, we have to start thinking about a president in his safety, and not just John Mahama. President Ombeba after John Mahama. No. So we should be thinking, we should be opening up and seeing if we can get a new private jet for the president. Because the Falcon, no, Sebio and your plane, Papa, I say a bit to from any day. Today, the president came in a commercial flight, British Airways. Mahama has arrived. He's in Ghana now, safely, beautiful. The vice president, Professor Nana Opukwajiman, Ekushiano Sofefefe. Those times they go for the two kwanya time or beba otuminum wia no not to stretch as no the Jubilee House. Ye ni hu nyina Ekufuado otuminum wia o plane mu omutuminum wi o plane mu a bobo draga ombedru Ghana no ye bebie obedu anaju 2 then not to stretch as Ekufuado otuminum wia na not to stretch na de ko fie. And the president ba ye nyina ye hu nanim osi commercial flight him ye hu bi bebre na na de dan Ekufuado de na wanya o Ghana oni ba omiamo Omutumi di nkwasiasem wo play mu a ba omi say otumi ni Samira edi nkwasiasem wo play mu a omo bedura yehu omo de de mato structure so de de makoto fie omo no num wi a no num whiskey chese omo no num cocaine guso ekufo ne nkofo omutumi to plane de Tottenham omo so ko hwebo omo hwebo no wi no massage cocaine aka ho ne omutumi to cocaine ato omo so ekufo ado obedwa Kevin your pay Kufuor as a bodam. They say Kufuor the jam tia. A Kufuor the team no time and no president no. Omu to be to win cocaine at 2 almost UK. They are to play the moon. Omu to be share to chumwa. A Kufuor the bedroom Ghana no. Then not to a year wheelchair near piano and the coffee no akwada. Adia tia. Fellow Ghanaians in Kwasi Asamoah and the president Akwaba. Yenina who president on Nam the 9 so or the commercial flight team. Omo anu didi na tem no omo ne to play ni mo ayin sa omo mugu UK no tete bank mu no MPP for nkwasiafo no omo timi to ticket 1 year time and sa na omo afo plane no omo ne president Muhammad Tina eye British Airways ni omo hu no omo no dwom omo ayese nkoko tim Muhammad Tia yo Muhammad be mo inwan so mo sikoto kamoni age mo ye MPP for mo jimi yetubufo abo ti oweja mimini me yenta na meja mo nde no ochina dwomfo ochina na yankofo no egosi saying I and also another production team omo ya kromfo power Ghana na egosi saying Chelsea share 1-0 okay Chelsea a share egosi saying production akromfo gwa obi omahen komna sante omo ne eye de omo producer no your friend saying Dominic eufobia no sankofo miensa no Dominic ne kwaje bribe ne bro mo Dominic ye be mo meka se meboa Dominic no fan picture mbre me ono e kromfo chen obi ni eye omanhin komna santi omanhin komna santi ni obi omo kwaje bribe Dominic ne di omunim kwaje ma omo ayin se Dominic se meboa o me Facebook live no dem na me hwa de omo producer no sa ekosi sen group no omo oka bribe mu alpha and omega sankofo no eye the trinity ope corruption mu journalists for omo je bribe pa sa eye holy trinity corruption mu holy trinity no Dominic Obi any omahin komda sante sankofo no me se de oye bema bu no onka ken se Kevin Taylor kan kwasesem na me nkire ne bema sem na me nkire bibi me pese me pe bibi a kire me pese me kire bibi ntina me ye de me ye no because me pese obi kire shege na me kire manfo shege o Ghana enti me pese me kire bibi ntina me kan de me ka no me say Obi Dominic any omahin komna sante so momiansa enkoje sika ba akunya be ma number ni Facebook mpo meka e wo live say me kasa as Obi me kasa as komna sante me kasa as Dominic me nji sika mfiri obi ansem na me nkire omo ade agro nie ntokwa nie me pese me ye bibi afa me kipu nyoma che mbrede du me pese me say system no kakra I want to jonkolize the system a little bit. Me pese me say system no with some videos. Enti me pentokwa me pe bibia ye. Me pese me kire Ghana for biribi. Ni minimum ya me yantra. Me pese me kire Ghana for bibi enti me de agrona beto Obi Dominic ene omanhene kobna sante. Sankofo miensa no opomo mo je bribe o Ghana pass sankofo miensa no. Me pese ba ko ye king. Bako ka say Kevin Taylor nkwara sembe na oka no ana me Obi me Dominic me omanhene ehe na me koji sika me pe bako omumu bako pe na me pe me pese me kire bibi me pese me kire Ghana bibi me pese me change system ne kakra bi na amanfo ka dem me pese me ye bibi enti na ma start bibi no because bibi o say bibi si na amanfo bi hu amanfo bi se bibi enti me din ka aka sankofo miensa no me pe de oye bema ehwada ne nantema obeba betena Facebook so TV so radio so akase make up na sante matese Kevin Taylor se makoji sika o businessman bi ho Kevin Taylor se me se Kevin Taylor mayu ha. Good evening to Bulare. It's me chemo. All right, now there's some jandam we need to kill, and the jandam is coming from this gentleman. His name is and sorry, the sponsors of tonight's show, Omunye. Our first sponsor is called Prince Ofori, aka Fanti Comedy. He's a hardened criminal. He's under criminal investigation. And the Ojina Kota, Sa Brantewe, Ekachre, we are seeing now social media say Onya President Mahama Obekuno, or a dangerous human being. Una Najwa, fa Ayadian, Uhusie, ne protect home, because what we did the pewu. Into una najo 9, 10, 11. No nam sumwa, Pebe Jina, ne bon hobang, if you say Onyawa, Obetu do abro. We a first sponsor of this show. These are the sponsors. Omobuama show we air cost debia. These are our sponsors. Our sponsors are criminals, murderers. Our sponsors are people who have bad intentions. Our sponsors are people we expose every day for the world to know. These are our sponsors. It is sponsors in Bakunye, your friend Prince Ofori, aka Fanti Comedy, or your Kromfo Techia Mwabuatia, or your Najun so be president Ekuni Yire. Abrantewe we uhuna shawuye or dangerous. Mahmoud Baomiamo and a sponsor mo. If you say we be catch say nyomo mu ye ni nyina no e Baomia and a shenechi. Baomia na yisika emyeko yi no every jail. Time na odema o ka so be ku president no. Baomia na me to aduane koma no. Enti Baomia na recruit sankwara we say omunya chance na omunku president na yire. These are our sponsors. Our second sponsor on this show no enye ni din ede eye Daniel Adomako aka Sir Obama Pokuase ono so a potential criminal and Ojina Court criminal investigations done so ono so Mahamudu Baumia and a yere and a sponsor omo chi omukogu mu no Baumia mo and a fair kwan so ema MPP for say omunko yi omo we so oya branche bia odi eye sebio etuo hu dwa de oya ne say oni omo a oni omudi etuo hu dwa eye ewudie nyoma na otonma omo e social media intimre bi odi bi begu social media no ka kire wiase nyina se so obi pe wudie akodi so obi petu akoku nipa so obi pe se odi etuo se Ghana ono se Obama Pokuase ayefre no Daniel Adom Akono ono de obetumi akire nipa no odi video betu ne Facebook page na all directed traffic bebi a ewudifo ne wo ene bebi a etuo ne hye inti wensu ye ne wudini a ende ye hwehwe ne nsemu a Ghana ban enso ene ni di ni din ede Daniel Adom Akon aka Sir Obama Pokuase police ache no e man de Ojina Court we a second sponsor of Loud Silence Media with all due respect show. Our third sponsor no ono so onye we mu nyina ana so ya sene me yadi dwumadie no ebremo and omo so ya sene a yede eye with all due respect advertisement no ebremo no omunye we see another sponsor your friend no Yayira Abel sa abayua we so etna social media ka say oya MPP ni na onya President Mahama obekunu onya ne yire obetwa ne ti inti Ghana for M1 no oya MPP ni de omo pese omo ye no ema eye Ghana police eche no sebio ende na asem wo court ayedi abayua we hu na nenufu ete se de egu kantan mu ehye ne ko ase ne hu nyanyan abrante we ababa we asa awe ne maame nan emende me no ka se yetwa ne maame nan ema ne maame dadam wa awe ne maame nan ma sofo se onka no kure na ne maame nan ne enku ne maame o se onka no kure inti de bia no na oguni maame nan so na owe inti ende me no ka se wa awe ne maame nan me yetwa ne maame nan ye fre no Yayira Abel police for china ono so one of the sponsors omoboa ema edwumadie no akoso. Another sponsor on this platform Paul Adom Otchere. Honestly, another sponsor Oboa ema dwumadi but answer remember Paul there so no your main sponsor sebio dwumadi di sini na so sponsor dwumadi di sini na so a sebio eba de say yemfa ewudie yenku nipa yentata nipa mbom kro no sponsor ba ko a sebio ewiase ne Ghana obia gina tum your friend no Williams Anefi Sapon onie oba akromfo a omo Ghana omo bu nipa computer so efie sikan etuo ejan bentoa support a yedi kunipa awia no ho nyoma nyina abrante we your friend Williams Anefi Sapon o kan sponsors no ho o ye Kromfotechi amoaboaten a uhuna e wo se wo hwe ho ye or a dangerous human being, a very deadly human being, or defrauding kofo, or bonkofo tuo, or yankofo unyama, or a nipebia, or bawajuma ye, or raufia, na okwa, na on it the busian foko tenasi, na on my picture with fear na draw, no my ball chrono, ne papa and so can sponsors no, ne papa nie, or no see a nipebia, or can't sponsors no. Omoboa emajuma de we okoso papa we say kromfo a ohye banechia omubu Ghana for area Ghana for sika. These sponsors, they have been with us for a long time and they will be with us to the end. because I was say yama Ghana for who oma so dwumadie no asene. Williams and Efin Sapon ne ma mesu nie ono so ye kromfo ba oboa ne baba ma we ema ni bon kofo apo ewia nkofo sika sebio oye maame bia akora ne kofo sika ne ba ono na gitu yie na sebio ohun se ye bechi ne ba na afafo no ofrefre ade na moye sa oye nipa bia ono so ye kromfo sponsors no omnie Williams and Efin Sapon ne picture nie opa sponsors fo nyina hene kromfo a ono ehye sponsorship ni nyina ase a onie oye dangerous human being. Be very careful with when you see Williams and Efin Sapon. Now, Paul Adom Otchere one of our main sponsors are also Jumadie we waboa aso ya sene eba sebio oman sikasem ye hwehwehwema omo ye potential criminals sebio ye se omo bo oman ne krono. These are people ye hwehum se omo ye yufo, they served and they kufu adom. Per the special prosecutors document, Paul Adom Otchere is a potential political criminal. He's under investigations. This guy portrays himself as a journalist. He's not. This guy is a woman abuser. Or no, any to me koto sha obaso no ne nada or se oba ne ye nadamfo. Or no to me eto sha obaso oba we de minim ni baby a video wo ha akere ye hu na oni oba eti hotel room a omudidi awi omudidi oba ba bididi. And so Paul catch se oba ne de na onim ni baby a ohia no October 1st no so this year ebekoso. Paul Adom Otchere yebese abusa no October 1st no obesa kwa na se on sanko. If you say ye bia no or say abrofu bi mienu eno mu invited ba October 1st no yepese abusa Paul Adom Otchere say abrofu mienu na omu interview no omu invited man ba October 1st no obetumi de abrofu no aba na abrofu no abekirekire nwuma mu akire kakra. If you say October 1st no ebesa akoso biem. Paul Adom Otchere ono ankasa ena ka kire e wo Ghana say October 1st ni de abrofu mienu bi na invite no yebese abusa sa abrofu no mo wen. How can you believe such a person? Paul Adom Otchere, how can you believe such a man? This guy is a filthy liar, a pathological liar. This guy, who ye Christian no nigina sorry dem a. I saw who Christian no about them. The first place, you say October 1st ni koso is going on in Munich. Or say abrofu mienu no ene nan fofo mo inviting about October 1st. Paul Adom Otchere ubewu onyankopon be ku ato atwene kwa. God will kill you. God will kill you. You Paul, God in his own wisdom, he will kill you. You were a liar. If God created man in his own image, you were not created in man's image. You were created with shit. I'm telling you, you can basically use your mouth to kill. Over to one kunipa. Say abrofu mienu na invite oba October 1st. You, this fucking drunkard in kwasiafo mienu. Abrofu ehia for drunkards. Abrofu ma bru we omo twatiti we omo no invite o se bra October 1st. Na omo do ba ye no. And I could see a lady way or how we no. And I can say, hey, she kept her nanny with her kids. And October 1st, you know, it's a festivity and people are kissing. So when they said they were going, the lady gave me a peck. Oh, ni bonini. Bible be kum. Paul Adom Otchere, Leviticus ebe kum. Paul Adom Otchere, me say Bible mu ukoma baby ayatro Deuteronomy ebe kum. You are a bad man. How can you sit on TV, national television? You are so dirty. You are so filthy. You are such a despicable fool. How can you come sit on TV and lie like this? Or buy one another hotel room. Sorry, October 1st. This was the morning before the October 1st event. You slept in the same bed. You slept with this woman. Only about we die sorry. Anopa ubu panene daye. Only about we uti anoswana jo. Ama adiachi. Ama wone na da sorry. I catch say uni mo bano or your family friend. Paul.
You're a horny old girlfriend.
Okay. This looks good. Me too, sorry.
And Croydon. So.
How can you, a grown-ass man like you, then you have the audacity You have that vigor. Paul, your mouth, you can kill people with your mouth. Oh, you're truthful. You are a disease. Baby, oh, mommy will be a benunu, ni yem be chan. Hey, oh, papa, so tiasia, oh, benunu, so buni power. Nanka so pigu gatem. Oh, canu cre. Into language, Ben now when you are brofo, me do not invite you now on your mocha. Do you speak German? Paul Adom Otchere, do you speak German? Because these two white guys, you are saying, say they invited you to Oktoberfest. No? Omo, do you speak German with them or you speak English with them? Because in the video, we realize that these guys are pure Germans who cannot speak English. So, sir, Oktoberfest Instagram page, you know, why didn't you show the page? I don't know, we are dirty, sir. Ono about we die, or sorry, anopa, we ngare. Odo kwa te don ne spams, now the best call Oktoberfest. Oto kan such a filthy human being like you. One paper wo odo spams and now the girl which you say moko Oktoberfest right after eating with this girl in your hotel room. You Paul Adom Otchere, you went out there and you came on TV boldly to wear a suit wearing Osha Space say well the near or Pennsylvania ebe saying I and all due respect showed it. Are you crazy? What were you trying to do? You are just despicable. Deuteronomy bekum. Deuteronomy. Sa atrona wudino. Ube di manekun. Deuteronomy bekum. Paul. Bible mu Deuteronomy bekum. How can you imagine? Na akwa wetu kofa Bible bejina TV so na wahwehwe nyom na oto nyame nyom na Nyankopon te wo hwa akwa we Deuteronomy bekuno. Paul Adom Otchere. Osigel no she kept her nanny with her kids. Her daughters. The Aussie girl no kept her nanny with her daughters. Onimi girl no baby. Sa two young boys we, sa abrafo boys we, almost 22 years. These are kids. 32 white boys, German kids, almost 22 years. And you know one funny thing, when I did this story about him, time and I started to come answer, I'm kind of say you should be careful. Paul started to say, okay, come in, I'm kind of say, be careful. Because one day when I turn around, you are not going to like it. Now, oh, Jimmy no hono. Day na me publishing videos with you. He went to sit down to craft the story. Oktoberfest for Instagram page. Me sure someone delete any picture 2021, 22, 23. I don't think they have deleted. And I've never seen Oktoberfest official Instagram page will be. Paul Adom Otchere sat down and then my Paul you're dangerous, no. Anytime guys say when you sit in a room with this guy, or the insoma woman, or you're dangerous, Paul. Or tonight now share videos in or start to say OPC videos together. Okay. I have say there's two white boys. I can tell the people that they invited me. Because now what do I tell my wife? Because when I went to Germany, she never knew that I was going to Oktoberfest to go be with this lady. Now Kevin has showed videos of me and this lady in different locations. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell Ghana for now doing so much Jimmy say Abrofu mienu na omoka kengere Ghana omabo. I would say they invited me. Senebeya, that equation, the lady would not be in there. Now, I can now bring in the lady as a friend, a family friend, because Kevin has showed videos of me and the lady, even in Ghana, at different restaurants and hotels. So now, I can bring the lady in and tell Ghana for say, including my wife, or no, Paul, the wife, so the wife, so the same time, the wife too was busy with eczema. Now I can tell my wife that the lady I've been to so many places because she's a family friend. Now he now decided to go in by trying to make it look like say or no Paul Adom Otchere no. We should understand and believe him. Now Paul can maybe Paul why jandama maybe kele jandam no. But I want you to know the kind of person he is. Paul Adom Otchere is not different from any appointee or appointee Paul Adom Otchere. 2 offices and send Ofori office. Paul or your MPP in and out. He's a liar. Do not see Paul as a trustworthy, somebody who speaks truth or a truthful. Now, a piece story when you're together or by a day or scripted. We sat down. We started asking ourselves, is this guy or a human being or a nipa? Okay, guys, answer me no. And a girl now or see onimni keke. Now oba no and a girl no janema with her nanny and the girl came. Now Oktoberfest no obi akwa, it's a festive season. People are giving peg. Dear girl no dear onimo no and a girl a dangerous human being. It's again my member. And the reason why I made Kai who Paul Adom Otchere is and say, me babe chow adibia wasaye. Or a dangerous human being. On say he follows money. It's all about what you give him. It's all about the other man. He can lie. And he can lie to kill. And when I say he can lie to kill, asem free the but to me kunipa. And it is something that he has been doing for years. You know, lies can kill. Lies, when you continuously keep repeating lies, it to me kunipa. And what it does, and it say, it to me the satisfaction by the pantem, a man nipa it to me sorry tianipa. That is what I mean by lies can kill. And Paul no. And Paul, anytime because Deuteronomy, that quotation in the Bible, Deuteronomy, Paul. Deuteronomy will destroy Paul. Because you see, Paul has no credibility to stand on TV anywhere to even discuss anything. Or your cromfoa. Paul, or your cromfoa because per the special prosecutor statement, the Paul your cromfoa, your in semu. Yeah. And it's not, they be say, Paul or your cromfoa, special prosecutor, no in semu. If you say, per the special prosecutor's document, Paul your cromfoa. So you cannot just listen to that guy and say, Paul, you be a to my trust. Now, I'm sure I did be. Yeah, Baba Shah did be. Medim come who Paul Adom Otchere is. When we doing the show now, we tell me, I will say, now Paul, a day atro. Why do you lie at your age? Paul, at your age, atro no, who did try to throw the MPP? I say, oh, you can't try to. Sometimes I ask myself, say, sa atro that they be a dawa no. Udi atro, o nice kokohwe na no. Udi atro ne save MPP about power, and I say udi atro ne save one kata with soul, because you have sold your soul not to the devil, to the devil's grandchild. What tongue would sow na ma bonsam no fa say. Emma just say atro de what the atro ma oto apai.